And we are live, everyone. Welcome back in here. Thanks so much for stopping by, as here we have it, back for another game here for Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I call play-by-play of basketball action here, college basketball, March Madness, NBA on the stream. We got a game tonight here. Cole Anthony, he is back for the UNC Tar Heels, dropping down 26 points in 26 minutes back on Saturday against BC. Shot the ball perfect, 14 for 14 at the free throw line, and UNC, they definitely got their work cut out for them tonight, taking on the number 8 team ranked in the nation, the Florida State Seminoles, 18-3 overall, 8-2 in the SEC, ACC. Should be a good game, hopefully, between these two teams. ACC showdown in the conference tonight here. Hey, welcome in, Patrick. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And we'll tip off this game hopefully soon with these two teams tonight. For Florida State, the name to know here, Devin Vassell, coming off back-to-back games where he is by far the leading scorer for Devin Vassell. I covered Florida State about 6 nights ago. They lost to Virginia 61-56. Virginia, though, is still the number 1 defense and fewest points allowed in college basketball this season. But Florida State back on Saturday took on Virginia Tech. They beat Virginia Tech on the road 74-63 the final. Devin Vassell doing his magic once again. 27 points for the sophomore Devin Vassell. Everyone else, though, just couldn't produce, as they had single-digit points all over the map for Florida State. So, yeah, big game tonight here for North Carolina. You basically have to win every single game for the remainder of the season if you want to get to an at-large bid in the tournament. It all starts with winning this matchup tonight here. Number 8 in the nation, Florida State. After this, they take on Duke. That will be a huge game as well. Saturday night, 6 p.m. against Duke as well, and they're on ESPN quite a bit. You got to win the easy games like Notre Dame, Wake Forest coming up for North Carolina. They also got Louisville. They have to take on Duke not once but twice on Saturday, and then they close out the season. I believe it's March 7th where they take on Duke once again to close out the season. But you got to win the rest of the schedule here for North Carolina if you want to make it in. They did have they did start the season 6-3 with Cole Anthony. One of their notable wins was a win against Oregon back on November 29th. That was with Cole Anthony. They beat Oregon 78-74. Oregon, by the way, still very well into the top 25 for the Oregon Ducks right now. Huge matchup in store between these two teams. Cole Anthony was just getting started on Saturday against BC. Cannot wait to see what happens tonight here for the Tar Heels, as I'm going to look forward to this matchup for sure here with Cole Anthony. He's projected to be a top 5 NBA draft pick according to analysts, but huge matchup here. UNC wants to make some noise. This is the first one to start out in this game tonight. So, welcome everybody to the channel. If you guys are new, I call play-by-play basketball. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the sub. If anybody out there is new here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, as I call play-by-play of basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA on the channel. We'll get this one tipped off in a couple minutes from now. Not that much going on for college tonight. Number 1 Baylor taking on Kansas State in a little bit. That game tips off 2 hours from now. Same as Texas versus number 3 Kansas. Yes. Well, hey, welcome in Tria here to the channel. Yeah, Cole Anthony's definitely going to need a whole lot of help. And I think, yeah, Roy Williams, after that loss to Clemson they had, where they lost at home against Clemson in the 60th meeting between those two at home there. It was Roy Williams, the head coach, that was even saying, he said that this UNC squad, they didn't have Cole Anthony at the time last month when they lost to Clemson, but he was even saying it was like the least talented squad that he has ever seen in the history of like UNC basketball right now, as they have a losing record, 10-11, 3-7 in the ACC, struggling on the road, they're 2-4. This Florida State team coming in hot, 10-0 at home so far this season. Tria prefers Trent and Watford. Yeah, LSU is having a huge year. It's great to see LSU having quite the season that they have been doing. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel. We're going to be tipping off this game hopefully very soon between these two teams. I hope it's at least a close game here. Hopefully it's not a blowout in any case. Hey, welcome in Gavin over on Sportscaster. I appreciate it. Wash Red Girl over on Sportscaster. Welcome in as well. Vaughn putting out today outside, it was brutal because it was windy and cold. Oh man, and you're in California too, so you're not really used to that. Whereas like up here, We get like the wind and the cold weather like quite a bit, especially during the winter. I think we're going to be getting like rain, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll be getting a whole lot of rain. All right, this game taking place at Florida State's home court for tonight here, the ACC standings. North Carolina at the very bottom at 3-7. Florida State tied for second alongside Duke 8-2. Louisville at top right now at 10-1 in the ACC. Triet putting out here. He punched the dude in a brawl. He was fighting his friend. Oof. Didn't look like that dude fared too well against you. Good to stand up for your friend, though. Awesome, man, to stand up to your friend, but it doesn't look like that guy stood any chance there. The dude that you punched in the brawl today. All right, we're going to be tipping off this game in just a moment. Cole Anthony out there for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Second game back after injury. Dropped down 26 points in 26 minutes against Boston College back on Saturday. If anybody's new here on the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the sub. Big thank you to everyone who got me to 1K, by the way. We got to 1K over the weekend, which is awesome as we just keep on growing and growing and growing. Oh, yes, congrats to Gavin's Kansas City Chiefs. You guys well deserved there yesterday with the Super Bowl. Congrats, man. He puts out heading to Kansas City tomorrow to the parade on Wednesday. Awesome. Hey, let me know how that goes. That is awesome. That's awesome, man. Let me know how that goes, but I bet that's going to be a blast. Oh, there you go, Triet. So you're not suspended. So at least you didn't get in trouble for it. That's all that matters. All right, we're going to be tipping off here. Right now at the half-court circle, Florida State at home as they go in their white home uniforms. In this one, the maroon numbers and letters. North Carolina in their light blue uniforms with the white numbers and lettering for this one. This ball gets tipped off, and Florida State gets it first. The basketball goes into the hands of Raekwon Gray. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like, hit the sub as we get started. They dribble now at the right baseline. Low post, floats up the shot. That one no good off the mark. And rebounded by the Tar Heels. UNC first possession here with the basketball. They have it. Dribble drive inside with the right hand. That shot is off the top of the iron. No good. The rebound by Florida State. Seminoles basketball. Florida State has it. Left elbow into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest now bounce pass over to the right wing. Lobs it over to the right corner perimeter for the Seminoles. Seminoles basketball. Back out to the left wing perimeter. Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell takes the three. This one is up. No good off the back iron. Rebound by UNC. Ball into the hands of Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony has it right wing perimeter. Anthony, with 19:15 left to go on the clock in the first half, looking to pass it someplace. He does. He hands it off to his teammate. They'll put it back out on top here for the Tar Heels. UNC with the ball into the hands of Leaky Black. Black going, dribbling towards his left. Swings it back out to the top of the key. Now inside. Low post. They put up a shot and they get fouled trying to dunk it home. Foul from behind. And two shots coming up at the free throw line here by Armando Baycott for the Tar Heels. First minute of the game right now. Brandon Robinson is out tonight for North Carolina. He has an ankle injury, so he's the one who's been starting for the past couple of weeks for Cole Anthony. Brandon Robinson not playing tonight, though. Two shots coming up by Armando Baycott at the free throw line. First shot's up, first shot's good. UNC gets out to a 1-zip lead. Second shot coming up by Baycott. That one's good. UNC 2-zip. Florida State now with the basketball. As they inbound it, dribble past the half-court logo. They have it into the hands of Trent Forrest, the point guard. Moves towards his right, and Forrest now top of the key. Swings it inside to Vassell. Vassell kicks it back outside. Raekwon Gray over to the top. Forrest takes a three. This one's up. No good. Off the mark. And the rebound UNC. Hey, welcome Glue Guys over on Sportscaster. Thanks so much for stopping by right now. North Carolina has the basketball. Cole Anthony, bounce pass to the low post to his teammate back in his way. Dish it back out to the top of the key now. Over to Playtech. Swings it back out to Anthony. Got to call to offense right now. Cole Anthony, top of the key. Dribbles to the left wing perimeter. Cole Anthony working on one man. Dribble drive inside. Floater in the key as that one goes up off the back rim and into the net for two. Tar Heels up 4-zip now to score. Cole Anthony gets his first points of the game. Welcome on Sportscaster. Boston Bell, thanks so much for stopping by here. Hey, welcome in here. That's my friend John, Off the Wall Hockey. Make sure, guys, check out his content absolutely fire over there on Off the Wall Hockey. My best friend John on the channel. Hey, welcome in, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by right now. Florida State takes the 3. Devin Vassell, no good from the left wing and rebound UNC. North Carolina with the ball. They have it at the left elbow. Swings it back inside. Low post as that is Baycott. Baycott swings it back over to Playtech. Playtech. Left wing perimeter now. Puts it back out to Leaky Black. Leaky Black with the basketball. Top of the key. Swings it back out to Cole Anthony. He is back here. Cole Anthony takes a 3. It is up. No good off the mark, though. Rebound, Florida State. 17:25 left to go in the first half. Hey, welcome in Old Ed Deuce on the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by as well. Florida State has it. Low post puts it up, and that one too high off the backboard. Offensive rebound. They put it up. It goes in. They get fouled as well. And they'll go to the free throw line and shoot the and one here for the Seminoles. Let's see here. I'll take a look at that for you, Vaughn. Let's see what we got for the Pac-12 on Thursday. I think we do. Arizona, Oregon. We got Arizona, Oregon, I think, is playing 9 o'clock, I believe. Or no, not Arizona, Oregon. Arizona, USC. Arizona, USC this week. 9 o'clock Eastern. That is 6 Pacific for you, Vaughn. Hey, welcome in. THG, my man. What is good? I know THG from Off the Wall Hockey. Thanks so much, THG, for stopping by. This is awesome. 4-3 now the score. This game's being played at Florida State. Florida State, home court, 17 minutes left to go in the first half. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Cole Anthony with the basketball, swings it over, right wing perimeter. It's my man THG. Welcome to the channel, buddy. I appreciate it. They put the ball back into the hands of Cole Anthony, right wing perimeter, UNC. Anthony has it now, makes his move, passes over to the right baseline. Low post for the Tar Heels, lots of contact, and that was no foul there. Tons of contact. It's a rebound by Florida State. 16:40 left to go in the first half. Florida State has it left corner, passes over to the top of the key. Shot fake, Osborne. Going inside, Malik Osborne puts it up. That one off the backboard. It goes up and in for 2. 5-4 to score. 2 for 8. That is it so far by Florida State. 1 for 4 by UNC shooting from the floor. Playtech takes a 3. This one's off the mark. Left corner 3. Misses. It goes out of bounds. Last tip, though. They're going to say last tip by the Seminoles, so UNC will get the basketball back in the inbounds. Yo, it's going to be fire. Off-the-wall hockey. The six days of streaming next week. That's going to be fire. Definitely looking forward to that, man. UNC in the low post. Trying to put up the shot. This one is up. And they get called for the up and down. Up and down violation in the low post. And Florida State will get it back. Hey, welcome in here, Dumbway. Thanks so much for stopping by here, man. I appreciate it. Florida State with the basketball. 16 minutes left to go in the first half. They have it right wing perimeter for the Seminoles. Put it back out on top into the hands of Devin Vassell. Vassell, the leading scorer by far here this season for Florida State. Lob pass. Inside, low post, back in their way. Turn around, hook shot, jumper down. Not even close. Hit the front rim. Rebound UNC. Tar Heels have it. 5-4 to score. Seminoles up. Tar Heels with the basketball. Left corner perimeter. They make their move now at the free throw circle. Passes over to Cole Anthony. Anthony back out on top now. Dribbles that ball. I'm a fan of Providence Friars, Rhode Island Rams. I'm from Massachusetts, so me and John are from the same town. That's a 3-point shot. That one is up, and Cole Anthony, baby. He is back right there, draining down the triple for the Tar Heels as they lead by 2. 7-5 now the score. Florida State, though, quick offense going coast to coast. Catches the UNC defense off guard. They lay it up and in for 2. 15 minutes left to go in the first half. So, yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a Celtics fan, but I call play-by-play here, all different teams on the stream, college, NBA. I am, for college, a fan of Providence and Rhode Island. Hey, welcome in, Miami Canes all day. Thanks so much for stopping by here, and hello, my man, and good luck to you on your Sportscaster stream if you're streaming tonight as well. Tar Heels with the basketball, shot fake, as that goes over to Cole Anthony now, takes an open 3, Anthony. Draining it down, but they're going to call UNC. They're going to get UNC with the offensive foul. Cole Anthony cleared some space, as that was a great pass over from Playtech to Anthony to take the 3 wide open, but there was an offensive foul called in the court. 7-7 to score. Looks like we have a stoppage in time now. 14:47 left to go in the first half, and we'll get right back into this game in a couple minutes. Things are going to get interesting here, second half of the season for sure. So, yeah, all that dude's putting out here, North Carolina should be ashamed of their record. MJ is watching this game. Yeah, it was that loss against Clemson last month. The loss against Clemson, it was, even Roy Williams was saying how this team was like the least talented team like in the history of UNC basketball that he has seen or coached before. It's just unfortunate they are losing Cole Anthony. They relied on Cole Anthony so much. Went 6-3 with Cole Anthony. UNC beat Oregon back in November, but when they didn't have Cole Anthony, they need other players to produce, and that has been a problem. And once again tonight, Cole is just going off in this game. Glad he is back for UNC. If they want to make it in the tournament this season, they basically have to make like a complete straight shot run at it. They have to win all these ranked teams, suffer 0 bad losses, and they just got to run the table throughout the rest of the year. That's what they're going to have to do. Let's see here right now. Leading scorer, Cole Anthony, 5 points for the Tar Heels at this moment, as he is by far the leading scorer. Got 5 out of the 7 for the team. And Malik Osborne, leading scorer for the Florida State Seminoles with 3. Hey, welcome in Vegas Vix. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man. I appreciate it once again. Yeah, he did. He had that wide open 3 top of the key. He cleared so much space with a shot fake, and then he passed it over to Cole Anthony, who drained the 3, but they got called with the offensive right before that. Hey, welcome on the channel here. Josh Rogers, thanks so much for stopping by. Chapel Hill, stand up, go Heels. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If anybody's new here on the channel, feel free, drop the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play of basketball on this channel, Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Different teams here for college basketball, NBA, play-by-play. Whatever usually comes on the national platform is what I call there for the play-by-play. Florida State 2018 over Florida State today, all that Deuce puts out. Yeah, Florida State last year was deep, man. Last year for college basketball, Florida State was ranked, like, they were ranked around 13, 14, like 15-ish around last season. Because them and Virginia Tech were pretty even. I remember they played each other in the ACC tournament. That game went into overtime, I believe. And both of those teams last year were so even. But Florida State this year with a better record. But I feel like last year they were like much deeper. They had Fiadou Kabengele on their team. I think he went over to the Clippers. They were really deep last year for FSU. THG putting out nice, man. Figured I like the Celtics and the Providence Friars. Never know, like, for example, oh, you're a fan of Notre Dame. Awesome, man. Everything, pretty much everything, though you don't live in Indiana. Cool, dude. Hey, welcome in, Thunderbolt. Thanks so much for stopping by once again, Thunderbolt. Yeah, Dayton moving up to number 6. That team looks legit. And, dude, Rhode Island, man. Rhode Island just outside the top 25. I think they're at, like, number 28. Like, Rhode Island just swept VCU. It's crazy. Crazy. Looking more and more likely they'll be in the tournament. We're back to action. Florida State with a jumper down off the mark as UNC gets the rebounds. North Carolina here coming into this game as they are inside like the top 20 in college basketball in rebounds per game this year. Last year they were like one of the top teams in the nation. There's a foul call, low post. Stops the clock, 14:32 left to go in the first half. 7-7 to score. Who did I pick to win this one? I'm going to go with a shocker here. I'm going to go with UNC in this game. I'm going to go with UNC. If they know that they have to win the table, if they get this win goes a long way. They're going to have to win back-to-back today and Saturday. They're going to have to run the table. If they want to be in the tournament, they have a long, long way to do so. Cole Anthony needs some help. That's a right corner 3. It's up, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Low post. UNC puts it up, no good. They got to get their shots as Florida State's a good shooting team. UNC is a good rebounding team, and how Virginia was able to beat them last Tuesday is because they were able to out-rebound them. Left corner 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound of Florida State. First chance, they put it up. Second chance. That ball gets tipped out of bounds as that was number 15, Dominique Olajanak, who tried to put it up there, and the ball got tipped out of bounds. Last touch by him, so it goes out of bounds. And UNC will get it back. 13:50 left to go in the first half. Yeah, UNC is just a very down year here. 10-11 for UNC. It's unlike the rest of the years. Like, they graduated so many seniors last season. Kobe White was a freshman. He went to the Chicago Bulls. Cameron Johnson was a senior, went to the Phoenix Suns. Luke May was a senior, felt like he was a super senior, playing a long, long time. Nasir Little went to the NBA, and he was a bench player most of the year last year, and he got picked as a first rounder. Kenny Williams graduated. They had just so many players there. 5 key players basically for UNC last season. So basically, the starters here are basically like UNC's bench from last year is basically a lot of their starters this season, and they haven't really lived up to the hype this season. 7-7 to score, 13:27 left to go in the first half. UNC went inside to get fouled, and Cole Anthony, guess who, back at the free throw line, he already has 5 points tonight. UNC hasn't missed the tournament since Jordan. That is not true. North Carolina played in the NIT back in, I think, 2009, and they beat Rhode Island in the semifinals of the NIT. Because I remember listening to that game. Rhode Island came 1 point away from beating them, and the basketball went off of Delroy James's knee, and UNC stole the basketball and won the game. I think that was back in 2009, though. That was the year after, as Cole Anthony hits one of them. Second shot missed at the free throw line, rebound by Florida State. That was a year after, I think, Tyler Hansbrough and UNC won the national title game. Jumper goes up and in by Florida State for the 2-point jumper, 9-8 to score. Stony Brook, I think, is pretty good. I think Vermont's probably going to win the America East, but I think Stony Brook's right below Vermont in the conference. I think they're number 2, I believe. Yeah, URI, my man. I hope to break out the URI cap for you guys once again, like I did on Saturday. I hope they keep it up. If they keep it up like they've been doing, URI's going to get into the tournament. Right now, they're projected, I believe, as a number 9 seed. Left corner 3, that one way off the mark on a missed 3-point shot by Florida State by MJ Walker. Rebound UNC. UNC with basketball. Low post, they put up the shot. That one's up, and then they count it for 2. 10-9 to score. 12:40 left to go in the first half. Florida State with the ball. They have it at the right corner 3-point perimeter. Swings it back out to the left wing into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest moves towards his left, dribble drive inside, swings it back to the right corner, open 3. Florida State takes it, and they drill it. Good game so far, 12-10. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster here. Thanks so much, Rob, on Sportscaster, for dropping by. North Carolina goes inside. They can't put up the shot. Ball tipped around. There's going to be a battle for the rebound. Looks like Florida State gets it, and it stops the clock with about 12-13 remaining. Yeah, Vermont's the top team in the America East. Vermont has like a couple really good seniors. They have last year they had the trio. They were the 13 seed. They took on Florida State as the 4 seed, but they had the trio there of the Duncan trio. I think Ernie Duncan, there's Everett Duncan, and then there was another Duncan. There were 3 Duncan trios for Vermont. One of them graduated last year, but they still have 2 of them left to go now for the Duncan duo. And then they also have Anthony Lamb, who's like, I think Anthony Lamb's averaging like 20 points per game or so, and he's basically the leader in that Vermont team that's a senior this season. 12-10 to score, 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Florida State with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Seminoles have it into the hands of MJ Walker, moves towards his left, look at the pass, it swings at low post, as that one is a bad pass in the low post over to Balsa Kopsaritsa, and it goes out of bounds at the baseline. So UNC will get this basketball back with about 11:56 left to go. Okay, so yeah, I haven't checked like the standings a while. So Stony Brook's 15-8 this year. So yeah, that's not that bad. It's I think they lost like a couple conference games in there though. Hey, welcome in Sparty Sports in Landon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Vegas Vic's putting out let's see, I'm gonna go right back up to the chat because I just noticed the URI. Now that he thinks about it when he graduates next year, he wants to go to URI. Awesome, man. That'd be great. That's where I wanted to go for when I was back in like middle school or so, like in the 7th and 8th grade. I really wanted to go to URI, but they didn't have my program that I wanted to go into. So the closest college there for me was like Division III college, so I had to go there. This is the only game that I'll be doing tonight. Been just last night was a late night, so this is the only one I'm doing tonight. I was up really late last night watching the Super Bowl, and then I watched The Masked Singer right after that for a little bit. But then I fell asleep like halfway through The Masked Singer. Am I going to stream LSU Auburn on Saturday? I'm not sure my Saturday schedule yet. Not sure what I'm going to do on Saturday. Yeah, I'll probably have more details. Probably like Wednesday or Thursday or so once I figure out what I'm doing this weekend for my schedule. I know tomorrow I do plan to be back. I'm going to be doing 2 games. First one is the 2 ESPN ones tomorrow. Duke against BC. I think that's at 7. My only Boston College game of the year. But I'm sure they're going to get whacked by like 40 points like they did back in late December. And then Kentucky against Mississippi State. So if anybody's a Kentucky fan, feel free to join me back tomorrow night as well. I'll be calling that game against Mississippi State. And that's going to be the only Mississippi State game probably for this season, since they're only on ESPN 1. Somebody asked me that too. They asked me, do I do Mississippi State games? And I just kind of laughed. Somebody asked me if I plan on doing Western Kentucky games. I was like, yeah, they're never on national TV, so I don't know how to get that. I think they're on pay-per-view, but they're not on national TV, unless they're on the tournament, man. Yep, so Landon's going to watch Kentucky tomorrow. Yep, Kentucky against Mississippi State. Mississippi State, man, right now on the bubble. It's a huge game tomorrow night. Yeah, Duke's just going to destroy BC for sure. Cole Anthony went to the same high school as his uncle for THG. Oh, man, that's awesome, dude. Cole Anthony better come to the Knicks, according to THG. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure drop the like, hit the sub here, as I call play-by-play basketball action. Not sure yet about Thursday night. Arizona USC, I might do it. Depends on how I feel and everything. I'm going to see how I do getting past, like, Wednesday night or so. I do plan on doing Celtics against Magic Wednesday night. And then Thursday, I might do it yet. I'll decide here within, like, the next couple of days or so. Alright, so we're going to get right back to action, everybody, on the stream right now. The shots aren't really falling in this game so far. 12-10, bunch of bricks, says UNC gets the basketball. Cole Anthony. He has it just outside center court. Dribbles now at the right wing perimeter for the Tar Heels. Anthony now towards the top of the key. Anthony looking to pass it. Bounce pass over to Playtech at the left wing perimeter. Playtech, left elbow. Tries to pass it back, he does. Puts it into the hands of Leaky Black. Black with the basketball left wing. Back over to Anthony. Anthony now. Top of the key. Cole Anthony. Swings it inside. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Low post. In a block there by Florida State. They're going to say blocking foul on the court, though. As FSU commits the blocking foul, and UNC will go to the free throw line shoot, too. That was a nice pass over to number 32, Justin Pierce. He's a transfer from William & Mary over in the offseason. Transferred over from William & Mary. Hasn't really fit the void that he did last year for William & Mary. By the way, William & Mary having a great season. They've never made the NCAA tournament. And this year could be their first time ever. They're going to say, actually, the refs talked about a no blocking foul, they say. So this ball goes right back over to Florida State. They said tie up with it. Florida State takes a jumper. That's not even close. Air ball on the court. Rebound, North Carolina here. UNC with the basketball. They have it at the right wing, dribbling into the hands of Leaky Black. Swings it over to the left wing. Anthony passes. Left baseline now to Pierce. Pierce dribbles. Free throw circle. Swings it over to the right wing. Christian Keeling. Back over. Top of the key. Into the hands of Leaky Black. Leaky Black passes over. Right corner three. This one's off the mark by UNC. Offensive rebound, though. UNC puts it up. They put it up. It's up and in off the backboard. Let's see here. They're going to say foul before the shot, so they won't count the bucket. Won't count the bucket as the shot was banked up and in off the backboard. But the foul happened on the rebound before the shot, so UNC will inbound it. 12-10 still to score. Yeah, USC against Arizona Thursday. That should be a great game, hopefully. If I do have a chance, I'm thinking about doing that. UNC takes a 3 left wing. Actually, they're going to count it as a 2. His foot was on the line. 12-12 to score. 10:35 left to go in the first half. Florida State basketball swings it over to the right wing. Hey, awesome. Landon's doing Maryland against Rutgers tomorrow. That's going to be a huge game as well. Rutgers just trying to survive now, basically, for Rutgers. They lost against Michigan over the weekend. Right corner baseline dribble. Florida State swings it back to the left wing. Into the hands of Raekwon Gray. Gray dribbling the basketball. Back over here to MJ Walker. MJ Walker, free throw circle. Puts up the shot. It's blocked by UNC, and UNC has the basketball. They got fast break numbers, 2-on-1. UNC going all the way to the hole right there, and they lay it up and in off the backboard for 2. 14-12 the score. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Florida State shooting the ball not so well from the floor right now. 1 for 6 from three-point range, 5 for 18 from the floor. Dribble drive inside, over to Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell has the ball taken, poked away. UNC with numbers, once again, 2-on-1 fast break, jumper in the key, they float it up, it goes in for 2. North Carolina on top, 16-12, Christian Keeling the transfer. I think he played at Charleston Southern, he transferred over, got the little floater in the key. 9:25 left to go in the first half, Florida State basketball, top of the key they have it. So that's Devin Vassell, leading scorer this season. Vassell looking to pass it, bounce pass, over to the right, elbow taken away once again. Back-to-back steals here by UNC. UNC, Keeling, low post, floats it up, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Pierce, over to his teammate right there in the two-handed jam going and being thrown down. I think, who was that? Number 5, Armando Baycott. Throws it down for the two-handed jam for the Tar Heels, and they are up now by 6. Slow game, but the steals are coming tonight for the Tar Heels right now. If they want to start the season, this is a big one. This is a big one, and you got to basically run the table throughout the rest of the year for UNC, but this would be a great start. So right now, we're just on break. We'll get right back to action here in just a moment. Let's see here. I'm going to go right up to the top of the chat. Let's see what we got here. Sparty Sports, if you want some Big Ten action, he puts out. He does a lot of Big Ten streams. Awesome, man. Yeah, good luck to you guys. Landon and Sparty Sports do streaming as well. Yes, Sparty Sports, there's something called Sportscaster, a site that I'm on. If feel free or so, check out Sportscaster if you do like sportscasting videos, because that could help out to build like the sportscasting community. And let's see here. Yep, anybody notice how bad the Niners were treating the Chiefs third quarter, and then the Chiefs, man, just exploding in the fourth quarter. Total collapse by the Niners. Gotta play 60 minutes of football, and you only played the first 45. Hey, welcome in, Ultimate Champ here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, I heard about that Clint Capella might be moved to the Celtics. That'd be crazy, dude, if they're able to get him. 3.5. On this run, 8-zip run by UNC. Florida State just silenced that, though, with a 2-point jumper in the key as that one falls down for 2. 18-14 to score. Trent Forrest with a jumper. North Carolina has the basketball, top of the key. Bounce pass over to the right wing. Into the hands of Christian Keeling. Keeling now with the basketball, takes a 3. This one's up. No good. Hits the front rim. Rebound by Florida State. Seminole basketball. Past the half-court logo. 8:30 left to go in the first half. They have it left wing, Trent Forrest. Forrest dribbles towards his right. Passes off to Raekwon Gray. Swings it back left wing here. Into the hands of Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell passes over top of the key. They take a 3. This one way off the front rim. Cole Anthony snags the rebound. North Carolina has it. Anthony makes his move at the free throw circle. Nice pass over to the right corner. Passes back out to Anthony. Moving it around the perimeter. To the left wing for UNC. UNC has it. Justin Pierce. Moves the basketball, dribbles top of the key, passes over to Keeling. Right baseline. Keeling, jumper. Up and no good. Hit the side of the rim. Rebound Florida State. The Noles have it. 7:54 left to go in the first half. Florida State takes the jumper. They put it up. They get it. 18-16. Good game. Devin Vassell hits the jumper. The shots have been a struggle to come by so far from the floor by these two teams, but this game is just going by so fast right now. Compared to Saturday, man, that was just a struggle. Calling Kentucky against Auburn on Saturday, that was a struggle. We had 49 fouls combined, I think, in that game. It was crazy game. Yeah, USC Arizona, that should be a good game. I'm thinking about doing that one for you guys on Thursday. So that's the ESPN2 game, I believe, over on Thursday. So I'm really thinking about doing that one for you guys, because that should be a good game. I feel like USC is just out there, just outside of the top 25, and Arizona's ranked once again this week. Let's see, Vaughn putting out here, Sean Miller for Arizona's got to get his guys ready for Thursday night against USC. USC looking like they'll make the tournament. Yes, I have USC making the tournament there, Vaughn. Stanford, too, has got a good chance to make the tournament. That Pac-12, That Pac-12 is really interesting. I feel like Oregon isn't as good as like people think. It's basically with Oregon. It's more of like Peyton Pritchard getting the team together. That's basically it there. It's like the two transfers. Houston is one of them. A lot of young players in that squad too. Chris Duarte is one of the older players, but it's basically all Peyton Pritchard for Oregon. Landon's definitely ready to watch Kentucky tomorrow. Hey, welcome in, Brayton. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Hey, welcome in, Alex. I'm doing pretty well, Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by. You're awesome, dude. Yeah, Iowa moving up in the Big Ten. I actually did not hear that. So AB agreed to a boxing match with Logan Paul. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Right now we're just on stoppage in time here, TV timeouts. We'll get right back to action in just a moment. Hey, welcome in, Jason Wilson, once again. I appreciate it, Brayton. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we just hit the 1K over the weekend. It's been awesome. So right now we're just on break. Leading scores tonight for North Carolina, 6 points by Cole Anthony. He is the leading scorer. 4 points by Armando Bacot. 4 by Christian Keeling. For Florida State, leading scorer tonight. 5 points off the bench for FSU in this game, as that would happen to be Preston Williams off the bench. He's got 5 points so far tonight. And then everybody else, 4 points by Trent Forrest. Devin Vassell only has 2. It's been a struggle to shoot the ball from the floor so far. We're back to action. North Carolina goes inside. Cole Anthony gets fouled, so Cole Anthony will shoot some shots coming up at the free throw line. 18-16, 7:38 left to go in the first half. Breaking news, Houston Astro hires James Click as new GM. So that's breaking news there. Cole Anthony, first shot's up. And that shot he misses at the free throw line. Yes, don't sleep on Virginia. Virginia, #1 defense in college basketball. Second shot's good by Cole Anthony. 19-16 the score. 7:30 left to go in the first half. Florida State has the basketball left wing perimeter. Trent Forrest looking to pass it on the double team. He is trapped up. Oh, he does bounce pass it. Left baseline inside to put it up a little bit too strong off the backboard, as that was Anthony Polite. And he tips it out of bounds too, trying to regain the rebound. So Florida State turns it over. UNC will get it right back. Yep, AB, who wants that smoke? Classic AB. AB needs to owe the NFL an apology. Cole Anthony now with the basketball. 7:10 left to go in the first half. North Carolina up by 3. Anthony has a right wing perimeter. Dribbles now top of the key. Lob over the top to his teammate. Low post to Bacot. Bacot dribbles back. Passes over to Anthony. Anthony with the basketball. 7 minutes remaining here before halftime. Cole Anthony, right wing perimeter now to the right baseline. Puts up the shot. That one tipped up in the air. Rebound Florida State. Florida State with the basketball. Right corner. They take the jumper. That one is up. That one is good for 2. So it counts as a 1-point game. Yes, I would go Kansas tonight in that game. So I would go Kansas tonight. 6:35 left to go in the first half right now. North Carolina lob over the top once again. And that will be another foul committed by FSU in the low post. Florida State now has committed their 7th foul. So UNC will go to the bonus now. Yep, all that dude's putting out here from the time he's been here on this channel already. Several great sports moments for sure on this channel. Actually, it's only 6 fouls, so they just picked up their 6th foul. So next one they pick up will be the 7th, so that means they'll go into the bonus. UNC with the basketball. So they took it from the backcourt to the front court, top of the key. Swings it back over. Low post, and we have an offensive foul on the low post there. A lot of contact going down on the floor. Number 10 for the Seminoles, Malik Osborne. And UNC with Armando Bacot picks up the offensive foul. Just bumped right into Osborne in the low post. Ooh, took right at elbow to the head right there. He was trying to gain separation on the entry pass into lane. Just elbowed him right into the head, and Bacot picks up his 2nd foul. Seminoles basketball. They have it now top of the key. Dribbles to the right wing. Swings it back to the left wing perimeter. Anthony Polite, dribble drive, left baseline, puts it back in. That ball is stolen away. UNC now with the basketball, and there's 6 left to go. North Carolina has it, right wing perimeter. Dribbles now to free throw circle, swings it back out to the left corner. That's over to Christian Keeling. Now into the hands of Justin Pierce. Pierce swings it back to the right wing. UNC with the ball, play tech, pass inside, and another foul on the court right now. Actually, I do not get ESPN for my TV. I don't have cable for my TV. I get it from streaming online. A lot of the stuff they put like free online for like the streaming stuff. So I'm able to get like a lot of the ESPN content straight from online. And you can also get it for free like on an iPad and as well. I'm just gonna I'm just doing this one game tonight here. I'm really tired coming home today. I had a rough day at work today. So it's just this game tonight. Tomorrow I do plan to call a doubleheader. First shot, as UNC is at the free throw line. That shot's up. That shot's good. But yeah, I've been working nonstop here since like really early in the morning. But I wish like things were better during the day or so today than what they turned out to be. Second shot, that one is a miss at the line by UNC. Rebound, Florida State. Hey, welcome in, Daniel. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Thoughts on Jimmy G? Just cracked under pressure last night in the Super Bowl. The offense just couldn't get it done. They just could not get it done yesterday, and you can never count out Patrick Mahomes. That's the big thing. Never count out Kansas City, down in all 3 of their playoff games, and they were able to come back and get the W. And I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo's there yet. He's more of a game manager. North Carolina gets the rebounds, pass at the right baseline, and jam it down for 2. 22-18. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Florida State trails by 4 to get the basketball right wing perimeter. Raekwon Gray dribbles back out on top, swings it over now to Devin Vassell. Vassell passes back over to Gray. Gray left baseline, swings it back out to Vassell. The ball goes out of bounds. And it gets tipped out of bounds by the Tar Heels, so Florida State will get it right back. Sorry to hear that, Daniel. He broke his thumb. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Might want to go to the doctors to get that checked out at the hospital. Sorry to hear that, dude. Not good. Oof. So, yeah, if you guys are on the channel, feel free to smash the thumbs up down below. If you guys do have the thumbs there, if you're Daniel, don't worry. That might be a little bit tough for you to smash the thumbs up right now, or maybe just one thumb up. Sorry to hear that, man, as we're back to action. 22-18, 4:40 left to go. As Florida State passes that ball right corner, and it goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds at the right corner perimeter. Scoreboard update: Cavaliers lead the next 40 to 36 to score, as Florida State just turned it over. UNC will inbound. UNC with the basketball past the half-court logo. Cole Anthony gets it stripped and stolen from him by the double team. Florida State going to the hole. They lay it up and in. That one goes up off the backboard as it's a 2-point game. 22-20 now to score. UNC has it. Swings it over to the left corner perimeter. So that is play tech, bounce pass over to Anthony. Tough bounce pass, almost stolen away. Cole Anthony, lob, over the top, low post. They put it up, and Baycott misses the slam dunk as it rattles out. Going the other way in the rebound. Florida State has it back. Right wing perimeter for the Seminoles. Dribbles now free throw circle. Swings it back out to the right wing. They take a 3. This one is up. No good. Off the mark, and rebound by UNC. North Carolina with the basketball. Under 4 left to go before halftime. Burst of speed. Passing back out of 3. Taking left corner money. UNC draining down the triple. They lead by 5. By number 3 with a triple, it's Andrew Platek. FSU with the ball. 3:35 left to go in the first half. Florida State has it top of the key, Trent Forrest. Forrest dribbles towards his right, handoff into the hands of Raekwon Gray. Gray swings it back over the top. They have it now into the hands of Devin Vassell. Vassell, top of the key over to MJ Walker. Back to the right wing, Raekwon Gray back in his way and takes the jumper. This one's off the mark, though, off the back iron. A rebound by Cole Anthony. Anthony tries to get a collision at midcourt, though, in between Anthony and the Florida State player. Cole Anthony is okay, though. Cole Anthony is all right. The Florida State player. Who is that? Number, it's 23. Just got his knees taken out. 23 for FSU. It's MJ Walker just got his knees just completely taken out there by Cole Anthony. That's rough to see. Rough to see right there. So right now, looks like we're going to go on break, and we'll be back right after these messages. That was rough to see. Cole Anthony diving at half court for the basketball just took out MJ Walker of FSU. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, how in the world does that even happen? I feel so sad for Daniel, man. Let's see. 25th's a Tuesday night, so they play on a Tuesday night. Awesome. So Tuesday night on ESPN for, he puts 225-20. Alex puts for Iowa. I'm trying to look for that game right now. I can't see Iowa though on February 25th. I'll bring up their schedule. I'll see what they got. Derrick Rose a Laker now. Oh my gosh. Gotta check that out. Thanks so much for the update there, Alex. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm going to bring up Iowa's schedule for you, Alex, so I can see where that happens if it's on ESPN or so. Because I was looking at 225. It didn't come up on my end. Maybe it's like a day shy or so. Maybe it's like a Monday nighter instead of the Tuesday. Right now, we're just on break. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Oh, there it is. 225 against Michigan State. Definitely, man. I should be doing that one. 225 against Michigan State. I really want to grow with that game because I haven't done much Michigan State this season, so that's awesome. So what's that? Tuesday the 25th, they take on Michigan State. And that's 7 o'clock. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Yep. Yeah, so that's probably the game on ESPN. It hasn't been confirmed on the schedule here, but Kentucky against Texas A&M, Ole Miss Auburn. It has a good chance to be definitely the ESPN game for sure. So I hope so. Fingers crossed, and if they do get there, I'll definitely stream it for you, man. Yeah, Kemba Walker is hurt. He is out for today's game as well for the Celtics. So that's so right now we're just on break and we're gonna head right back to this game here, everyone. In just a matter of moments. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on my end about Derrick Rose with a Laker. I saw an article published like a day ago. Yeah, this article published about a day ago. So sources close to Derrick Rose and Pistons don't see a move to LA as likely. So let's see if there's anything in the latest popping up. That'd be insane. Yeah, nothing popping up here. Nothing popping up. That would be crazy if he did sign with the Lakers. 25-20 to score. This looks serious. MJ Walker had to go off the court with an injury as he got undercut by Cole Anthony trying to dive after the basketball. We're back. Jumper. This one is up. Air ball by Florida State. Rebound UNC. UNC doing well so far defensively. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. The basketball now into the hands of Jeremiah Francis. He has it at the right wing. They got their bench players into the game. Swings it back over to Playtech. Playtech left wing perimeter for the Tar Heels. Tar Heels basketball. 2:45 left to go in the first half. UNC takes a three. This one is up. This one is good. Dropping down the triple with the largest lead tonight here, folks. 28-20. Trifecta by Cole Anthony. He's got 10. Florida State has it. Top of the key, Osborne. Swings it back out to Raekwon Evans. Now to the left corner perimeter is Raekwon Gray. Gray now. Puts it back top of the key. Polite. Dribble drive low post. That shot well short of the rim, but he gets fouled. And Florida State will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Yeah, that was a massive collision right before we went to break a couple minutes ago. Hey, welcome on the broadcast, Kimberly Keene. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the broadcast right now. 2 shots by the Seminoles coming up at the free throw line. We have 2:24 left to go. Raekwon Evans shooting 2 for Florida State. First shot's up, first shot a miss. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Drop the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play here at Basketball and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA, all on the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Second shot good by the Seminoles, puts it to a 7-point lead. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster, Chairman. Thank you so much for stopping by right now on Sportscaster. North Carolina has the basketball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. I believe it's on ESPN2 for the CFL sometimes, Vaughn. Free throw circle with the ball for UNC, and they commit the offensive foul. Low post. They committed the offensive foul, and Leaky Black had the basketball in his hand at the free throw circle. So Florida State will get it back. Hey, welcome in Zachariah here. What is good, man? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Yeah, TB12 just not retiring. He is keeping on playing right now. Is that shot no good? UNC gets the rebound. They have it left wing perimeter. Passes over to the right corner. Open three. UNC on its way. Misses the three-point shot. Rebound FSU. Florida State with the ball. Welcome in, guys, on the channel tonight. Don't forget, drop the like, hit the sub. Florida State inside, low post. They put it up for two. Up and in off the backboard by Balsa Koporipsa for two. 5-point game, 1:30 left to go before half. North Carolina has a right corner perimeter for the Tar Heels. Tar Heels looking to pass it someplace. They do. Bounce pass in the backdoor, cut inside. They pass it back over to the left corner. Playtech. A three. Takes it off the mark, though. No good. Rebound by Florida State. Seminoles with the basketball. FSU has it. Top of the key, Trent Forrest. Forrest looking to pass it. Swings it over to the left corner. Polite has it. Polite bounce pass, top of the key. Florida State passing it back over into the hands of Evans. Raekwon Evans. With it now, dish it back to Raekwon Gray. Back over to the left wing, Trent Forrest. Takes the three. This one is up. This one is good. Trent Forrest hits the three-point shot. 2-point game. Hey, welcome on the channel here, Colton Freeman. Thank you so much for finding my channel and stopping by tonight. 45 seconds here before halftime. UNC with the basketball. Dribble drive, low post, floater on a shot that's off the mark. And the Seminoles grab the rebounds. Florida State with it. Last 35. They take it past the half-court logo. Trent Forrest has it left wing perimeter. Seminoles down to 30 seconds. 9-second differential shot clock and game clock right now. Bounce pass left baseline. They move it around the perimeter now to the right wing. Florida State with the basketball. 12 on the shot clock. Puts the ball back into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest, top of the key. Forrest with the ball now, making his move. Passes back to the left corner. Open three. They take it. It's up. It's good. Patrick Williams with a big three-point shot for the Seminoles as they take a 1-point lead with 4 seconds left to go. UNC, final shot, left wing, Cole Anthony launches. It is up. A little bit too strong off the backboard, though. It is no good, and we're at halftime. Great game, everybody. Florida State just ended on a 9-zip run here as we just getting ready for halftime. 29-28 to score. Hey, welcome in on Sportscaster, Swaggy D. Thank you so much for stopping by on Sportscaster. I appreciate it. So right now we're at halftime. If you guys are new, if you guys are on my YouTube channel, don't forget, hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play of college basketball, March Madness tournament, the NBA, all here on the channel. Going to put out a thank you message to all in the chat. Big thank you for everybody who made it possible this past weekend where I hit 1K, where I hit the 1K mark. Everyone was incredible here on the channel. Yeah, I had Chairman was on the channel just a moment ago. So Chairman was on the channel over on Sportscaster just a moment ago. Vegas Vix likes Florida State to take this W. Close game. UNC had an 8-point lead, 28-20. Then FSU goes on the last minute and a half on a 9-zip run to go up 29-28. Great game, though, as we end the first half of basketball action. Taking a look at the numbers so far in tonight's game, we'll get you guys updated with the numbers here. Kimberly Keene putting out here. Walter is cheering on Florida State. Let's go. Welcome in, Kimberly. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for stopping by here tonight and finding my channel. This is awesome. So Cole Anthony tonight leading the way for UNC scoring-wise. 10 points by Cole Anthony. Florida State leading scorer Trent Forrest with 11. And those are the two leading scorers of both teams. The three-point shot, that was a big three-pointer, though. A couple moments ago that Patrick Williams hit down from behind the three-point arc. As he has got 8 points so far for Williams tonight in this game. Hey, thank you so much there, Swaggy D, with a tip over on Sportscaster. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is my only game tonight here on YouTube, so this is my only game tonight. I was up last night during the Super Bowl, so that's why. So yeah, this is my only stream tonight. I do plan to do tomorrow 2 streams. BC is probably going to get crushed against Duke. That's the first one, though. And then Kentucky versus Mississippi State. Hopefully that one's more competitive. And the second one at 9 o'clock. So 7 and 9 I do plan to do tomorrow. I do plan to do Celtics versus Magic on Wednesday. Yes. Hey, welcome in Sports Drama here. Yes, he puts out UNC blew an 8-point lead with 2 minutes left. Wow. They were doing well defensively. I appreciate it, Swaggy D. You're the man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate with a sub there, Colton. Thank you so much. Duke versus UNC on Saturday. Yeah, that should be a huge game. Huge game. UNC, if they want to make the tournament, UNC needs to straight up win every single game for the rest of the season here if they want to win the tournament. Kimberly here, Florida State fan. Awesome. I appreciate it, Kimberly. Thank you so much for finding my channel, by the way. I call play-by-play here, all different types of teams for college, NBA, March Madness tournaments. Let's see here for Florida State, upcoming schedule. I believe they take on Louisville on ESPN. I usually do, during the weeknights, I usually do, after I get home from work, the games on ESPN. Oh, they take on Duke. They take on Duke on Monday. So, Florida State-Duke next Monday. So once again, next Florida State game looks like it's going to be a week from now as they take on Duke next Monday. There we go. Awesome. And then they take on Louisville on Monday, February 24th. So we'll have, so Kimberly, I do plan to do 2 more Florida State games for the regular season and possibly more depending on how far they get into like the tournament and stuff like that. And then, and it all depends on who I want to cover for the conference tournaments too as well. There's a bunch of conference tournament games for UNC. UNC's got a bunch of games here as well. Let's see what they got. Weeknights. Some of them are sloppy though. Like I'm not going to be calling UNC against Notre Dame on a weeknight. Hey, thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome finding my channel here. Every single one of you in the chat. MVPs here. As we hit 1K a couple nights ago. It's been awesome. Yeah, Florida State game next Monday again. So Florida State got like a bunch of Monday nights in their schedule left remaining. Sports Drama hopes that Duke can pull out the W against the good old Tar Heels, he calls them, at Chapel Hill. I should be calling Duke tomorrow, by the way. Sports Drama. They take on BC. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way. I'm more of a Providence and Rhode Island fan for college basketball than BC. My girlfriend did go to Boston University, so BU and BC are huge rivals. So when I was younger, I was like a BC fan, like back in middle school or so. But that's kind of dwindled off, like quite a bit since I've gotten older. I think it's because the success of the basketball program just hasn't been there for like basically this past decade or so. Rutgers at Maryland. Landon's gonna do that game. Awesome, man. Yeah, that game should be really good. Landon putting out March Madness. He doesn't know who to call, so he'll just do hangout streams. There's so many good streams though for March Madness. I won't even know what I'm doing for March Madness until probably the day before, cause I'm gonna be streaming the games with my friend John, who was in the channel before from Off the Wall Hockey, and we'll determine the games for you guys like probably the day before. We'll do probably 3 games. That's what we did last year. On opening night, 3 games. The next night, 3 games. 4 games is just so much for like to add in the 4th game, because when we end the 3rd game, it's already 10 o'clock at night. That's why. And I remember last year there was the late games. Like there were games starting out like 10:58, like 11 p.m. tip-off times where we were. Yes, I do, of course, plan to make a March Madness bracket. That for sure. I do every single season. I do plan to do something where I'm going to create like a bracket group for you guys on, I believe I did on ESPN last year. I did like a bracket group, but if I do get a, for some reason, I don't even have the community tab for some reason here. I think it takes like a couple of days for me to get it or something like that, but I'll notify. notify you guys about the bracket group. I did last year by video, so I'll notify you guys about that if anybody wants to participate. Like, a couple of my subscribers did last year. I think Midwest Sports did, and Little Man Knows Sports, but that was when I was first starting out. That was like my second month of streaming ever, when March Madness happened. I do not see the link up here, Alex. I think because a bunch of people, when I started streaming, like, I remember back in May and June of last year, a bunch of people used to put in like random links in my chat saying like click this link. So I think I banned other people from putting links in my channel. But let me know what it's about, Alex, and I can check it out when I do have the chance. Because if you're sending a link through the channel, maybe you can see it, but I can't see it over on my end. But I believe I banned links because people were spamming me with that back in like the NBA Finals. Yeah, Landon putting out this Wednesday, Big East matchup, number 10 Villanova versus number 19 Butler. Butler is falling down. Butler is crumbling right now. They're 2-4 in the past 6 games for Butler. They lost to Providence over the weekend. Big win for Providence, but they have just so much work yet to do. Providence, no way they're gonna get into the tournament unless they're in the same boat as UNC. Providence has to run the table throughout the remainder of the season. Yeah, some people will have some upsets. For sure, I'm going to put some upsets in my bracket. There will be a ton of those upsets. It all depends on what teams are going into the tournament hot, riding a winning streak, and what teams are the teams dropping that lose like the last 2 out of 4 that were ranked in like the top 10 or top 15 that drop like to the back of the top 25. Those are the teams that will get eliminated first round. That was like Kansas State last year. Kansas State just collapsed like the end of last season. Then they lost to UC Irvine first round. Creighton is indeed good. They are one of the sleepers in the tournament. In my opinion here, a couple of teams under the radar. You have to watch out for is under the radar type of teams. I would go definitely Creighton. LSU is another one. Watch out for Rhode Island. Watch out for St. Mary's. St. Mary's, I feel like, can do damage in the tournament that nobody's got on their radar as well. So those are a couple of teams to watch out for that seems like they haven't been getting that much recognition as like what the numbers are saying there. I only have a personal email. I'm not gonna give that one out. I do plan on sometime. When I do have like a chance. I want to create like a Gmail for this channel separately since it's grown so much. So I really want to create like a Gmail for this channel separately. So once I do have a chance with everything, I've had so much stuff going on late. I'll put that in like the About Us section for the page. Yep, watch out for Iowa as well, Alex puts on here. Villanova, yeah, Villanova's still good. That Big East is just top to bottom. That's a very tough conference. Big Ten, same thing. Top 13 teams out of the Big Ten. Those teams just stacking right up there. It's from top to bottom with the top 13. Then forget about Nebraska and Northwestern. They're just left at the dead bottom. That's going to be a huge game. Gonzaga St. Mary's, 10 p.m. on Saturday. That will be a massive matchup there. Man, I would take St. Mary's for sure. Definitely take St. Mary's in that game. Alright, so right now we're just on break. If you guys are new to the channel for the first time, feel free, drop the like, hit the sub. Let's see if we can get to 20 plus likes here before the second half. This has been awesome, everyone, for calling this game tonight, by the way. So yeah, North Carolina has a lot of national TV left to be played. They're on Saturday against Duke. I don't know my Saturday schedule yet, but I'm thinking about maybe doing that game. Of course, that's the biggest rivalry. One of the biggest ones. Louisville, Kentucky, right next to Duke and UNC for the big college basketball rivalries. Top 2 in the nation for college basketball. But thinking about it, don't know my schedule yet for Saturday. I do believe I'll be out on Sunday throughout the afternoon. Probably no streams on Sunday. If I go Saturday, Landon's already planning to do 2 live streams on Saturday. Awesome, man. UNC takes on Virginia. That's that Saturday at 8. They take them on. Usually I do like an NBA game for like the Saturday at 8. URI for sure all the way. Fats Russell just keeps on cruising along there for URI. I can't believe they put on the sweep to VCU. They made it look that easy against VCU. Now they get the real test coming up for them. It's not this week, the following week. URI plays Dayton twice. So that's going to be a huge game. They take on Dayton twice. I think it's not this week, the following week's the first game against Dayton, and then they take them on a couple weeks later. I really want to go to a Rhode Island game, though, sometime before the season finishes up, since they're at my neck of the woods. I was looking at the tickets. It would have to be a weekend for me, because I work during the weeknights, and then I come home and usually stream for you guys, and I'm not driving all the way like 55 minutes away to URI's campus in the opposite direction to go to like a late night game. When I get home from work at 5, the game's at 7, and I get stuck in Providence traffic and have that happen to me where I can't even make the game. So it's going to have to be one of the Saturday or one of the weekend games, probably the game against St. Joe's. I'm thinking about going. I think it's this February 15th, I think, on a Saturday is the game against St. Joseph's. But yeah, ticket prices are a lot lower at that one, since St. Joe's is like not, they're dead last right now in the A10. So since ticket prices are low, you can see Fats Russell just ball out in that game, I'm for sure. Yep, me too, man, huh? Vegas Vicks, definitely want to go see a URI game for sure. I haven't been to like a URI game, I think, since like 2012, I think. Let's see, we got NBA tonight, everyone. Celtics taking on the Atlanta Hawks right now. 30-26 the score at the first quarter at the moment. Hawks are leading by 4 against the Celtics. Of course, Kemba Walker not playing tonight for Boston once again, as he's dealing with an injury. Golden State up against the Washington Wizards, 57-54 tonight. Orlando Magic leading the Charlotte Hornets by 2 at halftime, 56-54. New York Knicks up against the Cavaliers at halftime, 63-62. These are actually good matchups tonight as far as like competitive games between both of these teams. Like all these teams are all competitive games. Pacers lead the Mavericks. Both of those teams, Pacers and Mavs, are pretty much like similar record-wise. 55-53, Indiana leads at halftime. Brooklyn Nets lead by 1 against the Phoenix Suns. Similar record-wise, too, close to each other. 26-25 the score in the first quarter. Miami Heat taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Huge game. Heat lead by 1, 25-24. So that's a scoreboard update for everybody. We'll be back for the second half in just a matter of moments. I think so too, Landon. I really think that St. Mary's will pull off the upset. And I hope they do. I really do hope so. They almost lost to San Francisco on Saturday. Hey, welcome in here, Brody Butler Peck. Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good? I appreciate it, man. Jaylen Brown's got 9 points, so he leads the Celtics at the moment. Jaylen Brown with some massive slam dunks against Philly back on Saturday. That was a pleasure to call that game, because I'm a Celtics fan by myself, and they were just balling out against Philly, just cruising right along against Philly on Saturday. We're back here for the second half, so thank you all so much for joining me tonight as I call play-by-play basketball action here. If anybody's new out on the channel, feel free to drop the like, hit the sub. We had the road to 1K that we just picked up over the weekend, which is awesome as we keep on rolling along here on the channel, which is incredible. Florida State ended on a 9-zip first half run. They were down 28-20. They took the lead 29-28. As we'll get back for the second half here in just a moment. Cole Anthony, 10 points so far tonight, leading scorer for the Tar Heels in the first half. Yep, Vegas Vicks hope St. Mary's destroys Gonzaga by all means necessary. I'm in the same boat with you, dude. I want to see the definition of overrated just get blown up right there. With Gonzaga just getting blown up in that game. Jordan Ford, I hope he just goes straight up off for St. Mary's. Jordan Ford is a beast. But that first game will get us kind of like a taste of where those two teams stand, St. Mary's and Gonzaga. And St. Mary's last year won the WCC crown. And it wasn't even close. I think they held them to like 47 points, and Gonzaga was the #1 team in scoring last season. So we're back to action right now. North Carolina with the basketball. They have it top of the key. Swings it over to the left wing. Tar Heels. They were up by 8 points, but then Florida State came on a 9-zip run to end the first half. Cole Anthony inside, and he gets fouled, bumped into inside the key, and the clock stops with 19:43 left to go now in the second half. 29-28, Devin Vassell picks up the foul as Cole Anthony will inbound pass the ball, non-shooting foul. Anthony passes over to the left corner perimeter. UNC with the basketball. They take a three. This one is up. This one is good. Cole Anthony draining down the triple. Tar Heels take it back. 2-point lead here by UNC. 19.5 left to go in the second half. Florida State basketball. Top of the key, swings it over, right wing over to Devin Vassell. Vassell moves it over to the right baseline, low post, into the hands of Raekwon Gray. Back it his way, takes the jumper. That one is up. That one is good. Tie game here at 31. Scoring spree with these two teams to start out the second half on both of their possessions. Bounce pass. Right baseline for UNC. We get a foul picked up on the court. Florida State's second team foul of the second half already with a reach-in on back-to-back possessions. (31-31) inbounds. UNC with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass to Cole Anthony. Anthony now with the ball. First minute through the second half. Swings it back over to the right wing. Into the hands of Leaky Black. Black now. Look at the pass it does. And the backdoor cut. Two-hand jam. It goes down by UNC as they are up now by 2. Competitive game so far tonight. UNC hanging right in there. Seminole basketball. Florida State has it. We got a foul picked up. Cole Anthony with a reach-in foul. First foul of the second half committed by UNC. Yes, definitely true there, Vegas Vix. If Gonzaga actually played real teams, I wouldn't have the hatred I have for them. Yeah, they need to move to the Pac-12. This is going on for every single year now. That's a mid-major conference. There's no excuse that they can't be put into the Pac-12. Going into lane, layup up and in off the backboard, ties up at 33. And the thing about it is that they don't have a football team either, so it's much easier just to move the basketball team over to the Pac-12. UNC, dribble drive inside, left-handed layup, no good off the mark, rebounded by Florida State. Florida State has it. 2 minutes through the second half. Seminoles with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key, swings it over, right wing perimeter. Devin Vassell puts it back out to the left wing. It's Anthony Polite. Polite here with the ball, top of the key. Look at the pass it does, bounce pass, free throw circle. Florida State takes the jumper, it's up, and it's off the mark, no good by Trent Forrest. Rebound UNC. UNC had it for a second, and they actually, did they get it? Yeah, they got it. Ball got tipped out of bounds, though. Florida State tried to get it back. They poked it out of bounds, so UNC will inbound it. 17:50 left to go in the second half. Yep, all that dude's putting out here, if Gonzaga loses their ranking, is just straight up LOL with their ranking. They'll never get back to the top #1 team ever again. Devin Vassell's only got 2 points tonight. He had a massive game over against Virginia Tech. Dropped down 27 on Saturday. Florida State with the basketball. Right corner perimeter ball gets poked out of bounds, intended for Vassell. And Florida State will get it right back. Haha, that would be mad funny someday. Me and Vegas Vix one-on-one basketball against each other. 35-33. North Carolina actually got the shot just before that into the key, so that one was up and good. 35-33 now the score. 17-20 left to go in the second half. UNC with the basketball once again off the Florida State miss. Cole Anthony passes over left wing the perimeter here to Leaky Black. Takes the jumper. This one is up. And this one is off the mark and out of bounds. Off the mark and out of bounds. Last touch by UNC. Florida State will get it back. 17-10 left to go. So, yeah, Gonzaga plays against San Francisco again. And San Francisco just took them down to like the final seconds on Saturday. So, hopefully San Francisco can do it once again. 35-33. 3 minutes through the second half right now. Florida State with the basketball. They swing it over right wing perimeter into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest now, top of the key, makes his move to the left. Looking to pass it back, he does. Raekwon Gray has it. Gray, dribble drive inside, and a lot of contact. A lot of contact in the low post, and UNC picks up the charge. So, offensive foul by Florida State. North Carolina takes the charge, and the Tar Heels will get the basketball back with 16:50 left to go on the clock in the second half. What a game so far tonight by UNC. If you're new to the channel, don't forget, drop the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play basketball action. North Carolina has it into the hands of Andrew Platek, top of the key for Platek. Swings it back over to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, right wing perimeter. Now over to Leaky Black. Leaky Black passes into the hands of Baycott. Baycott, when they take the jumper, this one is up. This one is good by UNC. They're up by 4. 37-33 now the score. Yep, Vegas Vic's heard that I have some Chuck Norris in me for sure. And he is going to be Bruce Lee when we take on one-on-one with each other. Florida State has it. 16 minutes left remaining. Seminoles basketball. They move to the left wing perimeter. Raekwon Gray, dribble drive. Inside now, we got a bump foul by UNC. Stops the clock, 15:55 left to go. So yeah, great performance so far tonight by these Tar Heels. Great job. 37-33. They were down by 1 at halftime, blew a 9-zip lead, but they have climbed right back on top once again. And Cole Anthony is a huge reason why tonight in the defense. Defense for sure. Stopping Florida State, allowing FSU to shoot the basketball only 38% from the floor right now. That is it for FSU. North Carolina isn't shooting the ball that great, 39% as well, but great game tonight here, everyone, for Florida State. They led by 8. That's their great game by UNC and Florida State between these two teams. UNC, great game plan going in tonight here. And Cole Anthony, he has been the response they needed. 15 points tonight by Anthony, leading scorer by far. Hey, welcome in here, Alex, my man from DMV Sportsnet. Welcome in as he is in the house right now. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. Right now, we're just on break. 15:55 left to go in the second half. North Carolina leads by 4. If anybody out there is new to the channel tonight, feel free. Drop the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play here of basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I do college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA, all here on the channel. Not that much going on throughout college basketball tonight. The ranked games coming up later with number 1 Baylor against Kansas State. Texas taking on number 3 Kansas later tonight. But as far as the NBA, I'll go scoreboard update with you guys since we're on this break. Atlanta Hawks leading Boston Celtics 39-38. Atlanta up by 1. Jaylen Brown leads the way for the Celtics, 9 points. Trae Young already finds himself with 17 as he is averaging around 29 this season. NBA tonight, Golden State with 72 on the board at the end of the first half against the worst NBA defense. Golden State leading 72-63. Magic leads the Hornets at halftime, 56-54. Knicks up against the Cavs, 63-62. And Pacers up against the Mavericks, 57-55. I appreciate it, Alex. Thank you so much there. We hit 1K on the weekend. It was awesome. It was awesome to hit 1K. You guys are the real MVPs on the channel here as we keep on rolling and rolling and rolling. It's been an absolute blast to call these games for you guys. So yeah, Landon wants his Kentucky Wildcats to bounce back tomorrow night. Huge game against Mississippi State. I do plan on calling that one after Duke versus BC finishes. I do plan on calling Kentucky versus Mississippi State tomorrow night. Not yet. Nobody yet with a donation here. So, nobody yet. We just got Super Chat today, everybody. You guys have been awesome here on the channel. Give yourselves a nice pat on the back as we keep on rolling with the sports play-by-play community. So, we'll be back right into this game in just a moment. Cole Anthony's got himself 15 points tonight. Dropped down 26 against BC. If they were able to win that game with Cole Anthony, this would be a different game today. It would sure be a different game. They'd be in a different place of a standing. They would be above 500. Their record would be 11-10 if they had won. Yes, he's doing 6 days of streaming out of the 7 for John. He's taking the Friday off next week, but he is doing 6 straight days of streaming, so it's going to be a great opportunity for him to grow his channel. Florida State gets the inbound, little floater on the key, goes up and in for 2. Hey, welcome back, Alex, once again here, man. Thank you so much. 15:40 remaining. Tar Heels with the basketball. So you have it at the right wing perimeter. Leaky Black passes right corner. So that's Cole Anthony. Looking to pass it back. He does. Top of the key. Baycott over to Anthony. Passes left corner. Dribble drive. Play tech. Puts up the shot. It's blocked. They get the offensive rebound, though. As that is Pierce, who puts it back out wide. Little floater. Right baseline. No good. Off the front rim. Battle for the rebound. Bodies on the floor. Who's got it? UNC has it. They'll set it up. They take the 3. Fade away. Right wing off the mark. No good by Anthony. Offensive rebound. Back over to Anthony. Gonna call the offense. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes left to go. 2-point game. If you guys are new, don't forget, drop the like, hit the sub. North Carolina has it. Cole Anthony. Joe Lang at the right wing perimeter. Anthony with 5 in the shot clock. Makes his move. Dribble drive inside. Floats the shot up. A lot of contact. No foul, though. Rebound Florida State. Seminoles have it. Past the half-court logo. Swings it back out wide, and he miscommunicated on the pass. Missed the mark to MJ Walker as it goes out of bounds by the Seminoles. Turnover by Florida State, and UNC will get it right back. Oh, that Deuce has got his TV turned down, and let's hear it. Here we have it. He's got his TV turned down for listen to the calls of this one. Let's hear. Look up on the internet that Derrick Rose is a Laker. I'll take a look at that, Alex. See if there's anything new to it. I didn't find anything when I was searching about like 40 minutes ago or so. UNC has the basketball. So you have it at the left wing perimeter. Into the hands of Leaky Black. Black dribbles now top of the key for UNC. Takes the jumper. This one is up. This one, no good. Hits the front rim. Rebound to FSU. Florida State with the basketball. 14-10 remaining. They take it past the half-court logo. Devin Vassell. Pass over to the right baseline. Seminole basketball. Back in their way. Low post now. Close game indeed. And we get a foul on the court. North Carolina commits the reach and foul. I think number 15, Garrison Brooks, is the one who picks up the foul. So foul number 4 in the second half by UNC. Florida State's committed 3 fouls in the second half. Picked up 2 rather quick. Alex puts out here, got his next stream Sunday. Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings. If he doesn't do that, then I'll be streaming 2020 NHL Stadium Series. LA Kings, Colorado Avalanche at Air Force Academy. Awesome, man. Good luck to your streams for sure, Alex, there. That's going to be an absolute blast, especially the NHL Stadium Series for sure, dude. UNC with the basketball. Swings it back out to the right wing perimeter. Cole Anthony takes a step back jumper. Deep 2 off the mark. The ball gets tipped back and rebound by FSU. FSU with the ball. They have it left wing. Seminoles will set it up. Devin Vassell passes back out on top. Raekwon Gray, top of the key, takes the 3. He's open. No good off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Oh, North Carolina did get it. I was going to say there was a fight between 2 teammates on the rebound for UNC for a second, and that ball was almost stolen when they were fighting it over by Florida State. UNC got the basketball, bounce pass in the key, and it gets tipped out of bounds. Stops the clock, 13-14 left to go in the second half. Yeah, so I'm taking a look here. I don't see anything about Derrick Rose being a Laker here, Alex. There's no news. There's just the trade rumors idea, but there's nothing like that's confirmed official about it. There's the trade rumors, but nothing confirmed official. I've looked at multiple sources too. 13 minutes left to go. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the sub. Florida State, dribble drive. Inside, floater in the key. That one's up. That one's good. And they tie it right back up at 37. Great game. Great game tonight here. 37 even. 12:40 left to go in the second half. Cole Anthony with the basketball, top of the key. Moves over to the left wing. Makes his move inside left baseline. Floats it up. No good. Ball pinwheels around. Rebounded by the Seminoles. Seminoles basketball. If I had to bound this game, I would actually go with UNC in this one. Shockingly, I don't know why, but I feel like this game means so much to them that since they got Cole Anthony back, I feel like he wasn't at his full strength. I feel like he wasn't at his full strength against BC, even though he dropped down 26. It was against BC out of all teams. And I feel like they can get... with Cole Anthony just adds another dimension into the game here. Without Cole Anthony, they've been done for the season. I'm not sure if the CFL is on ESPN. I think they put a couple of games on ESPN2 though. I remember they put on the championship last year. I think they did a stream from CSN from ESPN2 on it as well. 37-37 the score. Florida State has the basketball. And now they turn it over. North Carolina has it back. Past the half-court logo here off the steal. UNC sets up the offense. Left wing perimeter. Cole Anthony with the basketball. Anthony. Joel's now top of the key. Oh, hey, welcome in, Bryson. Thank you so much for stopping by here, Bryson, on his new name. Top 10 NBA and more. Awesome, man. So, Bryson's got a new name here. I'm probably just going to stick to a lot of basketball here since that's what I'm monetized on. As that jumper's up and good, 39-37. We have about 11:30 left remaining, but this is basically when basketball season heats up. So, I'm more of an NFL fan myself, so I usually just do the NFL streams. I'm going to be doing all these basketball like a lot of basketball for you guys since we just got monetized on here, and since this is like the main focus. Timeout on the floor, 11:19 left to go in the second half. 39-37 is the score. And we'll be back right after this break. Got a good one tonight. A good matchup indeed. UNC just can't hit shots from the floors. That number is dipped all the way from 38% to now 29.8% from the floor. It's just been stone cold, both of these teams tonight. 39-37, 11:19 remaining. Let's see here, Alex putting out here. If I could make my own roster, who would be the collage of Luka Garza? It would be just everything with Iowa on it. Everything all about Iowa basketball, if that collage had to be about Luka Garza there. Just everything he has done from his career so far. Just the massive accomplishments. The massive game he had against Michigan earlier this season. Just, he is on a tear this year. So he is one of the players who I definitely want to see in the tournament, though. Luka Garza. Marcus Howard's another one from Marquette. I've yet to call a Marquette game this season. Miles Powell of Seton Hall. That is an interesting one. I did not see that game against Xavier over the weekend, though. That game was on Fox, I believe. But they shockingly lost. I thought Seton Hall would definitely be able to pull that one off, and they were at home as well. So right now we're just on break, everybody. Going to get right back to the game in just a moment. Let's see, Vaughn's planning to watch Canadian Football League this year. He wants to see some British Columbia Lions games, as he is a fan there. Awesome. Yeah, Vaughn's out in California, so if you go north of California, you go out towards British Columbia. Whereas like where I am out in New England or so, if I keep on going north, like right above us is Quebec and New Brunswick. Just basically to the northeast of Maine is New Brunswick, which borders it, and then after that's Nova Scotia. But if I go just straight up north, that's Quebec, like right above New Hampshire, basically. Then Ontario borders New York, because I've went to Ontario before. I went to Lake Placid last year. Let's see, we got a couple scoreboard updates since we're on a break here right now. Golden State leads the Wizards at halftime 72-63. Knicks, Cavs tied up at 77 in the NBA. Nets lead the Suns 46-41. A shocker here tonight. Atlanta Hawks lead the Celtics 50-49. I'm shocked. Brad Wanamaker's got 10 points for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker's the leading scorer. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign if Brad Wanamaker is the leading scorer. 8 points by Tatum, 8 by Hayward, and 9 by Jaylen Brown. Interesting. Brad Wanamaker had a really good game against the 76ers over the weekend. Let's see here. No problem, Alex. How many teams from March Madness is that the teams who has like the rankings, for example, like number 2 Penn State. There's 68 teams total for March Madness. It has nothing to do with the rankings. Basically, except for the seeding wise, they seed it by they do seeds. So number 1, there's 4 different number 1 seeds, same as number 2. 4 teams get number 2, 4 teams are seeded at number 3, and so on. It goes all the way to 16, so it's groupings of 4 of 64 from 1 to 16, and then they have play-in games, which happen on Tuesday and Wednesday, which they add in another 4 teams or into the oh no, it's 8 teams they add into the playing games now. So yeah, they add in the playing games they do the playing games. So it's actually 8 teams in the playing games, but it's a field of 64 that they have, but it's a field of 68 that they start with, and whoever wins, I think they have an 11 versus 11 matchup, moves on to take on the number 6 seed. The 12 versus 12 playing game moves on to take on the 5 seed, and then they have 2 16 versus 16 seed games that they take on the number 1 seeds. So we're back to action, 39-37, 11 minutes left to go. So it's quite interesting how it works, because there's so many different conferences in college basketball. So whoever wins the conference tournament, they get automatic locks into the bid for the conference, into the NCAA tournament. Whoever wins those conference tournament gets just automatic locks. Then up after that is just all the at-large bids. After that happens, and that's basically all by, like, the committee takes in a bunch of stuff, and it goes strength of schedule, and it goes, like, they take a look a bunch at your quadrant victories. That's no such thing as a dumb question. No, I was just telling him how it works, like the first round, like, basically general background of the first round, how it starts off. Yeah, so Alex gets it. So yeah, it's actually 68 when you count in the play-in games there. It's 68, but the first round actually it starts with 64. If you don't count the play-in teams, it's 64, but they changed that back in the early 10s decade. And then from there, it goes second round of 32, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and then narrows down to the national title. UNC at the free throw line, hit that one as Florida State back to action, missed the jumper, rebound by UNC. UNC dribble drive inside as they lose control of the basketball. Florida State gets it back, takes it past half court, goes into lane and jams it down for a two-handed slam. 41-38, 10:25 left to go in the second half. UNC now will get back to ball as FSU's in a little bit run of themselves. UNC, low post, puts up the shot, it gets blocked, and Florida State gets it back. Seminoles have it, right wing perimeter, into the hands of Anthony Polite. Polite forces up, and he gets fouled. And we'll have some shots coming up at the free throw line by the Seminoles. 10-11 left remaining. UNC got to take care of the basketball as Cole Anthony was taking up the court, and he had it stripped and stolen. Devin Vassell just too explosive. Moments ago, Raekwon Evans was the one who bounced past it over to Vassell and jammed it down for with a two-handed jam. First shot by the Seminoles at the line. It's good by Raekwon Evans. 4-point game. Hey, welcome back, Josh here. Thanks so much for stopping by once again, Josh. 42-38, 10-11 left to go in the second half. Shot number 2 by Raekwon Evans at the free throw line. That one is good. UNC trails by 5. They have it now with Cole Anthony. Anthony at the left wing perimeter. Dribble is now top of the key. Anthony hands this one off to Leaky Black. Black with the basketball. Looking to pass it here to his left. He does. Into the hands of Playtech. And that's going to be a bump and foul committed by Florida State. Florida State picks up the foul. 9:52 on the clock. Yeah, man, that would be dope there. If Iowa would be able to win the national title, even though they don't have Jordan Bohannon, that would still be, like, insane if they're able to win the national title. Cole Anthony forces it up. No contact. As that was a tough-looking shot. Florida State gets the rebound. And UNC pushes underneath the basket. They're going to call UNC with a push-in foul. So UNC picks up foul number 5 tonight, as Florida State will inbound it. 9:42 left to go, and Florida State up by 5. So yeah, there's so much stuff that goes into, like, the NCAA tournament and things like that when it comes up to, like, picking the teams for the tournament, strength of schedule, like the rankings, like who you've played, like if you have beaten, like, good teams, or if the teams you haven't beat aren't good at all. There's different things called quadrants that you have for, like, those type of teams, like Quad 1, Quad 2, Quad 3, Quad 4. Oh, Kemba is a beast up in Boston. His numbers have taken a dip a little bit as Florida State gets fouled. They go to the free throw line and hit both of them. 45-38 to score, everyone. Kemba is just a beast. He makes his team just so much better there. Much better than Kyrie. North Carolina got to protect the basketball better as that ball is stolen away from Florida State. Florida State, dribble drive inside, they turn it over as well. Cole Anthony, bounce pass, low post to UNC, and they go in for the layup, get fouled, and 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by number 55, Christian Keeling of the Tar Heels. So 2 shots coming up by UNC. Farthest Iowa went before is into the Final Four. Alex puts out here. That would be something, man. If they're able to win the national title game with Luka Garza this year, that'd be insane. First shot coming up. Keeling puts it up, puts it in. 45-39 to score. Shot number 2 at the line. This one is up, this one is good. Elite 8, okay. So they went to the Elite 8 there. 9:20 left to go. Florida State with the basketball. So they have it at the left wing of the three-point perimeter. We got 9 minutes, 10 seconds. So 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Florida State has a left corner perimeter. Now they dribble left baseline. They turn it over. North Carolina has it back. 5-point game. UNC trailing by 5. Passing over to the left wing perimeter. Justin Pierce swings it back. Right corner. A 3. Up in the air. Cole Anthony off the mark. No good. Rebound by Florida State. FSU with the basketball will set it up again. As they pass the half-court logo and they dribble with it. They stepped out of bounds though. The refs will say that Florida State stepped out of bounds last as they touched it out. 8:48 remaining on the clock. Hey, welcome on the channel now, Walking Ducky. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel right now. Let's see what we got here for. So I can't remember what the line was. Let's see if I can get that for you in just a moment. 45-40 to score. 8:40 left to go. North Carolina with the basketball. Gets poked out of bounds. Last touch by Florida State. I think it's going to be tough to cover, I think, for this one. Because I think the spread was, like, just... I'm not sure what it last touched upon. I took a look at it, I think, like, 8 hours ago it was touching upon, I think, 9.5 for the spread. So it's going to be close. I feel like UNC will be able to make this game close here, though. So if you're taking Florida State to cover it, they're going to have to score a lot more. Cole Anthony just got fouled. They'll go to the free throw line. As he is in the 1-on-1 bonus. First shot by Anthony. Misses it. Rebounded by FSU. Seminoles with the basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. FSU. Dribble drive. Inside. He put up the shot. Hits the front rim. No good as the ball pinwheels around and gets rebounded by the Seminoles. With a foul on the court. And the refs will say it's going to be a rebounding foul committed by Florida State. I didn't see anything that had Florida State foul written all over it. That didn't look like a rebounding foul at all by Florida State from behind. They called Devin Vassell, though, with a rebounding foul. So UNC will get the basketball right back. I've not got kicked in the back before, Vaughn. I hope I never do. So rebounding foul by Florida State committed. UNC will go to the free throw line since they're in the bonus once again. Florida State's committed 8 fouls. First shot by UNC 1-on-1 bonus. It's up. It's good. 4-point game. 8:10 left remaining. Shot number 2 coming up by Leaky Black at the free throw line, a sophomore for North Carolina. And this shot is good as well. So puts it back to a 3-point lead. 45-42 with about 8 minutes remaining. Florida State with the basketball. They dribble past the half-court. Logo swings over left wing. Passes back top of the key. Raekwon Gray dribbles towards his right. And he hands it off to MJ Walker. Walker makes his move inside. That shot a little bit too wide to get the tip in, though. Up and in off the backboard as that one's good for 2. 5-point game once again. UNC pushing up the tempo in the court. They have it left baseline. Into the hands of Andrew Platek. Lob over the top. It's taken away in the deflection by Florida State. Seminole basketball once again. FSU has it at the right wing perimeter. Now they put it back to the left wing. Raekwon Gray swings it back over right wing. Trent Forrest. Forrest, free throw circle. Back out to the top. Forrest swings it back out to the left wing. Florida State making their move. Oh, nice spin move. Walker opens the seam right there as he passes left corner to his open man. Misses the open 3. What an offensive rebound. Back over to Walker. Going to set it up again to Raekwon Gray. Gray with the basketball, left wing, 7-10 left remaining, 5-point lead now by the Seminoles. Seminoles have it, split the double team, into the lane, and that shot gets blocked, clean block by UNC. Oh, multiple bodies flying in the court. Cole Anthony, is he down? Ooh, man, he took a shot. Yeah, that is Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony took a shot right there in the court. See, just running up the court, just bumped right into a Florida State player, just completely collapsed right on the ground. Ooh. I think Cole was expecting the pass too, as for Florida State. Number 4, Patrick Williams, was the one who got out right in front of him. Ooh. Man, that had to hurt. Yeah, this is definitely a good game right now. What a game here. Great game right now. We're going to go to a TV timeout. So TV timeout on the court here. We'll be back right after these messages. 7 minutes left remaining, 47-42. Let's see here. Do I think Ohio State can still make the playoffs for the tournament? I'll go yes there. They just won the last 2 games. I'll go with yes. It's wide open. It really is wide open right now for that Big Ten. But it looks like they're probably going to get 10 bids into the tournament. I would go yes to Ohio State, because they have good quality victories that they got earlier in the year. That win against Kentucky really helps them out. They got some really good victories, whereas Michigan's only got the win against Gonzaga, basically. They have the same conference record, I think, 4-6, which Ohio State, if they're able to take care of business and beat, like, the middle-of-the-pack Big Ten teams, like Minnesota, Purdue, those type of teams, they're going to have to survive against Northwestern and Nebraska in order to make it in. So, I'll have them right on the bubble until basically the day. I'll say yes, though, because they made it in last year. They had a record of 20-14 last year, and somehow they made it in. It's going to be close, but I'll put in Ohio State. As far as Michigan, I think Michigan's going to get left down. Michigan has the big win against Gonzaga that they crushed them by a bunch in November, but that's basically it. Michigan's trailed down afterwards after that. Let's see here. Predict how many Isaiah Moss points he plays with Kansas, a former Iowa player, will have tonight. I'll go... They're going on Texas. Okay, yeah. Texas has been like a seesaw this year. I'll go with 9 points tonight for Isaiah Moss. So I'll guess 9 points for him tonight. Christian Brown has been huge lately, like off the bench for Kansas. So I would go, if I had to predict Christian Braun tonight, I would go Christian Braun for 16 tonight in that game. Yep, Ohio State will lose against Iowa. I can see that for sure. So it's just the mid-pack teams there in the Big Ten. They're going to have to get by those type of teams who I feel like will miss the tournament. Minnesota and Purdue. Those 2 teams will miss the tournament, in my opinion. Hey, welcome in on Sportscaster. Cast my job here. I appreciate it for stopping by. Hey, welcome in, Sam. Thank you so much for stopping by in Sportscaster right now. But yeah, I don't see them getting by, like, top teams there in the Big Ten. Iowa, Michigan State for sure. That's going to be a tough one. Rutgers and Illinois. Those two games are going to be for sure tough for Ohio State. I don't know their remaining schedule, but if they do have Northwestern, Nebraska on the schedule, they need to take care of business and beat those teams in order to make it into the tournament. 47-42 the score. 7 minutes left remaining here, folks. Cole Anthony at the free throw line, misses his shot in the bonus, and it gets rebounded by Florida State. Northwestern is terrible. They couldn't even beat Merrimack. Merrimack in their first year in Division I college basketball. Florida State has it. Left wing perimeter. Devin Vassell swings it back in on top. They take a three. Malik Osborne puts it up. He hits it. That's a huge three-point shot for the Seminoles. Largest lead of the game by FSU. They're up by 8. 50-42 with 6:30 left remaining. North Carolina has just struggled now. They've only made one bucket out of the last 17 attempts from the floor. Left baseline fadeaway. That one rattles out. No good. Rolled around the rim. Rebound FSU. Looking more and more likely FSU will get it. Seminole basketball. Left baseline. Puts up the shot. That one off the back iron. And we have a foul low post. Stops the clock. 6:18 remaining. Let's see here. Vaughn putting out, could a principal be kicking students in the back? That would not be good there. That principal would be fired from the school district, Vaughn. You can't do that. 50-42. Inbound coming up for the Tar Heels. Puts the ball into the hands of Anthony. Cole Anthony with the basketball. As they swing it over to the right wing perimeter. UNC has it. UNC dribbles top of the key. Back over to Anthony. Left baseline dribble. Low post. Anthony can't hit the reverse-handed layup. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound by Florida State. FSU has it. Left wing perimeter for the Seminoles. So that is Osborne. He dribbles now right wing. Over to Trent Forrest. Forrest. Top of the key. Swings it back out to the right wing. Osborne. Osborne. Right baseline dribble. Reverse hand. And that's how you do it. Showing Cole Anthony how to do a reverse-handed layup. And this is the largest lead of the game here. 52-42. North Carolina's yet to get a shot. They've yet to hit a bucket in over 10 minutes. So somebody here earlier in the stream said if FSU would be able to cover the spread, now they would be able to cover the spread for sure. Bounce pass. Left baseline dribble inside. North Carolina puts it up, and finally they hit a shot. So they snapped the 11-minute scoring streak. 52-44. 5:10 left remaining. Florida State with the basketball now top of the key. Trent Forrest dribbles to the left wing perimeter. Now they make their move inside. Little floater in the key. This one is up. Rolls around the rim. It's good. Florida State hits it. They're going to say 1 second here. They're going to take away the bucket. 52-44. Dribble drive inside. As we take a look at that replay, number 3 for Florida State. Trent Forrest on the floater put it up. Oh, is illegally touched at the rim, they're going to say, by Florida State. So they don't get the bucket then. So UNC gets the inbound. So North Carolina with the inbound. Left wing perimeter. Passing over. Anthony has it. Top of the key as they dribble 2. Now into the hands of Leaky Black. Black. Dribble drive. Inside the shots blocked from behind. Florida State gets the basketball back. 4:30 left remaining. FSU has it. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Seminoles with another 4:30 left into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest at the edge of the Seminole logo, and Cole Anthony commits the foul. Foul number 8 tonight by the Tar Heels, and it will send the Seminoles to the line. What did I think about Brady in the Hulu commercial? I thought that was just... I thought that it would be something different. I was kind of disappointed in that for... I thought it would be a bigger announcement by Tom, except it was just a Hulu commercial. Like that was all. I thought it would be much better than just a Hulu commercial, basically, for Tom. I thought he would actually, like, announce, like, something for, like, next season that was, like, significant through the commercial. First shot's good at the free throw line, as Florida State's up by 9. Yo, Ohio State against Michigan tomorrow. That game's on ESPN2 tomorrow. That shot no good by Florida State. Rebound by UNC. Cole Anthony. Burst the speed at the left wing. Passes over to the left corner. UNC swings it back to the right wing. They take a 3. This one is up. This one is good. They needed that. They get back winning single digits. Or they just were. They put it from 9 to 6, though. 53-47. 53-47. 4 minutes left remaining. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Drop the like. Hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Yeah, if Ohio State has really hard games left, it's going to be a tough stretch for them. But those are ways that you can improve your resume. is by winning those hard games that they have left in the schedule. That jumper good by MJ Walker for 2. 8-point game. Yeah, they went like 11 minutes without a basket, and UNC finally scored a couple minutes ago. UNC with it, 3.5 left to go. They have it right wing perimeter to the right corner. Passing, that ball tipped, deflected. It goes out of bounds, last touched by MJ Walker. Florida State stops the clock with 3:30 left remaining. So the clock will stop now. We'll go on a break here in the game, and we'll be back right after these messages. Close game still. Hawks lead the Celtics at halftime, 62-60. 5 ranked teams left. Man, that's a tough schedule there for Ohio State. Then let's see here. I'm gonna dig into that schedule. Oh, they're not ranked, so I can't. I'm just trying to go to the scoreboard. Penn State. It's a shock though that Penn State's still ranked. So it's Steve Pacalvon. So Steve Pacal is the head coach of Rutgers. He used to be the head coach of Stony Brook before he went to Rutgers, and he turned around Stony Brook's program, and now he's doing the same this season with Rutgers. Has made him into a good basketball team this season. Yeah, that win against Villanova for Ohio State back in November, that win is huge. That win is big time huge there for Ohio State. The win against Kentucky as well. That one, and they crushed both of those teams. Or no, they only beat Kentucky. Yeah, they beat Kentucky by 6, but Villanova, they crushed Villanova. That will help them out a ton. It's just now it's beating these mid-pack teams like Wisconsin, Purdue, and the bottom they have to beat for sure. But they have to get quality victories too. And you're going to have to get one Ohio State here on March 5th against Illinois. They'll have to beat Illinois for sure. That's one of the teams they'll have to beat in order to get in. Got to steal a couple road victories in there. But home, it seems like the home games are going to be the easier ones to possibly steal. The game against Maryland, that will be just one hell of a game there against Maryland for sure. Most improved team this season, I would go with West Virginia. West Virginia last year, they were at the very bottom of the Big 12. And then this season right now, they look so good, just like defensively, like locked in for West Virginia. Let's see what we got. Rankings came out earlier today. Last week they were at number 12. Yeah, Ryan putting Dayton here. Dayton is my biggest shocker. Dayton is my biggest shocker. I thought that they would be a bubble team this season, but West Virginia record-wise has gone from being like a terrible record last year to Huggins doing his thing at West Virginia. They are... Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. 13. 17-4, 13. So they're ranked number 13. Ooh. So Bob Huggins has never missed an NCAA tournament before. In two years. In back-to-back years, he's never missed an NCAA tournament before. Alright, so we got 3.5 left remaining in this game, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by here on the channel tonight. As they call play-by-play a sports action. As we're going to get right back to action here in just a moment. 55-47 the score. Yeah, Dayton for sure is definitely up there for a surprise team this season. For sure it's a Dayton. I didn't think that they'd do this well. Also, San Diego State. This is crazy, like what San Diego State has done this season, too. 55-47 the score. Last year, UNC would have at least a +7 spread. Well, the Deuce is putting here in this one. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Dayton wasn't in last year. Now they're number 6 in the nation, 20-2. They're just so impressive this year with Dayton, what they've accomplished. All right, we're going to get back to action here in this game right now as UNC. They had 3. This clock still, they're talking about the clock right now. So, still trying to determine the amount of time on the clock. I've got it at 3:28 that we've got. Yeah, Vaughn putting out here. Colorado ranked, and he's surprised that Stanford and USC aren't ranked. And both of those teams got good records. The only thing is that USC got blown out by a couple of teams this season that they shouldn't have got blown out against. And Stanford, I'm shocked that Stanford beat Oregon. They should be ranked with Stanford. Will I do baseball games? Probably not. It's just basketball and football for the channel. I only watch baseball just during like the World Series. That is it. I usually don't watch that much baseball because it happens during the summer and that's when I'm out like most of the time. 55-47. We're back to action finally. UNC with the basketball. They have it at the right corner. Baseline dribble here as they turn the corner. It gets blocked. That shot gets blocked. Going up for it. That's Florida State. Gets the block shot, and they'll get possession of the basketball into the hands of Trent Forrest. Forrest has it top of the key. Forrest holding the basketball, guarded by Anthony with 3 minutes left to go on the clock. 10 on the shot clock right now. Forrest with the basketball. Forrest. Dribble drive inside, and that will be an offensive foul by Florida State, so North Carolina will get it back. Oh, that Deuce likes Oregon State. Yeah, Oregon State's got a pretty cool logo there. Oh, that Deuce. Where I went to high school, actually, my high school, Alex, was the same logo, same logo to the Iowa Hawkeye logo. Same thing. My high school team name was called the Falcons when I was growing up. So on the football helmets for the football team, we had the Hawkeye logo that Iowa has. North Carolina has it. Dribble drive inside. Floater. Hits the back rim. No good. Tipped up in the air. UNC gets the rebound. They put it up. They put it in for 2. 55-49. 2:28 left to go. Yeah, man. Fingers crossed that Mookie doesn't get traded. I love watching Mookie play. I mean, if they let Mookie go, the Red Sox are just going to be in so dysfunction this season. They don't even know who their manager is yet. Florida State puts the ball low post. On the backdoor cut, they put it up and in. But there was a foul right before the shot. Clock stops at 2:14. Best college basketball logo right now, I would go with Creighton. Creighton has a sick logo with the blue outline and the white C that they have with a blue J right in the middle. It looks awesome there. It looks like the kind of similar to like the Toronto Blue Jays logo. It looks awesome for Creighton. I remember what they had like 15 years ago for Creighton's logo. It was just like an orange basketball that just said Jays in it in cursive, and it's so much better now what they have for the logo. Both of the shots go down at the free throw line for Florida State. They lead by 8 points once again. 2:10 left remaining. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind Your Arc Basketball on YouTube. UNC has it, right wing perimeter. Makes their move at the free throw circle. Takes the jumper. This one is up. This one is good by Leaky Black for 2. It's a 6-point game. UNC is hanging right in there. 2 minutes even. 2 minutes left to go. Time on the floor taken now by Roy Williams at UNC. And this will be an interesting 2 minutes left to go. Let's see. I'm going to go a little bit back up into the chat right now. Yeah, going way back up to the baseball stuff we were talking about earlier. Yeah, Ryan putting out here for sure, man. I definitely agree. Baseball is fun to watch, but it's long and a lot of downtime. It's also, like, time-consuming. Like, I've seen the games go by so fast. Like, when I was younger, I used to play Little League. I played high school baseball for my high school team, and the games went by fast. Of course, there wasn't as many innings as the MLB, but I used to go to baseball games when I was younger, and those games took, like, on average, like, 2 hours, 45 minutes. And then I went to a baseball game back in 2017, it was a 3-hour game total. it was right there, 3 hours solid for the baseball game. And then watching these games nowadays on TV, I can't even make it through the game because it lasts like 4 hours. Some of these games last 5 hours. It's insane how long they last nowadays. Just all the pitching substitutions, like every single inning, swapping between pitchers, which thank goodness they don't do that. They put in a new rule for this season that you can't do that. You can't swap a new pitcher in between the same inning if that other pitcher took over during the same inning. If they use two pitchers in the same inning to record back-to-back outs, you can't do that anymore. Once you bring the closer in for the ninth inning, you got to keep them into the ninth inning. If you bring the closer in and only have them record that one out to close the game, you can't do that anymore. Yep, double headers too for baseball. It's crazy. With some of the double headers they have the day and night if that game gets rained out. Let's see, top 10 NBA and more a little bit a while ago. Scroll up on the chat. He puts Kentucky should have 2 hard games left. LSU and Auburn. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that LSU game. I think I'm going to do the one tomorrow night with Mississippi State. Mississippi State right now is on the bubble, so that should be a good matchup. And then, other than that, it's basically those teams there, LSU, Auburn, and Kentucky, running away basically with a SEC with those 3 teams, and then the rest is just all bubble. Florida, Mississippi State, all in the bubble right now for the SEC. So right now we're just on break. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play basketball action here as we're on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Alex Cora to manage the Red Sox. Yeah, that will never happen again, Vaughn. Yep, all that Deuce putting out there, all those championships stolen from Dodgers by sign stealers. I feel like the sign stealing is like every single team in the MLB, I feel like, does that. Like, I feel like it's not only the Astros and the Red Sox. I feel like there's much more teams that did that. Alex puts out here, Mookie to the Cubs. Only in your dreams that would happen. I really do hope Mookie stays, because if he doesn't, the Red Sox are just, oh man, it's just gonna be a total collapse this year. They don't even know who their manager is. I don't know. They don't have great players coming up from the farm system either. 57-51 the score, 1:40 left remaining. Florida State with the basketball, 8 on the shot clock, as they put it back top of the key. Osborne swings it back out to the left wing. They take a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Florida State gets it. Swings it back open. Man, the right baseline. Oh, with a block, though, by UNC, but they're going to call it a blocking foul. Stops the clock with 1:28. 1:28, 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by number 4, Patrick Williams, for Florida State. So Williams to shoot 2 at the line. First shot's up. First shot's good. Hey, welcome in THG here. Yeah, Yankees lost 2 of the last years. The Cheaters, Astros twice he puts, and the Red Sox in 2018. Second shot's up and good. 1:25 remaining. UNC with the basketball, down by 8. Yeah, Bobby Dalbec should be a good one. I remember, yeah, it was 2018 I went to Portland for that one game. UNC puts that one up and in off the backboard. That is good. And yep, Ryan saw him in Portland a few times last year. Awesome. Yeah, Bobby Dalbec. They've got Michael Chavis, who played with the Red Sox last season. He was great when they called him up, like the second week of the year. UNC hit the shot as well from the floor. They're going to go shoot the and one at the free throw line. This is number 55, Christian Keeling, to shoot 1 shot at the line. It's a 6-point game. Keeling can make it 5 if he makes the free throw. And that shot is good. 5-point game. We have 1 minute, 12 seconds. 1:12 on the clock, everyone. If you guys are new today, make sure to drop the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play. Time on the court right now, 1:12. Florida State will get the inbound right after these messages. Hey, welcome in Bradley over on Sportscaster. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. So yeah, Florida State, UNC. This game's coming down to wind in a little bit, everybody. For Florida State, let's see what they got national TV for possible times I could call them. Yeah, they got two chances possibly. I was talking about earlier. They got next Monday against Duke. I should be around next Monday to call that game against Duke. Same place, same time, 7 o'clock Eastern against Duke next Monday, since that game's on ESPN. And then they take on not the following Monday, the 17th, but the Monday after that, Monday the 24th of February, they take on Louisville. So that should be a huge game. I do plan on calling that one as well, Florida State against Louisville, on that Monday, February 24th. So we're back to action. Florida State just put up the shot as we get back to action here. 61-54. 1 minute remaining. UNC basketball. Right corner perimeter for the Tar Heels. Tar Heels have it. Bounce pass over to the left wing. They take a three. Keeling, fade away. It's up. It's good. Hits it. It's a 4-point game. Christian Keeling knocking down the triple with 52 seconds left to go on the clock. Back-to-back 3-point plays here by Keeling. He's got 6 points in the last 20 seconds. And we got ourselves a ball game right now. So we'll have about 51 seconds left to go in FSU. We'll have the inbound coming up. I appreciate it, Old Deuce. Thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight on the channel. Everyone was the real MVPs once again. 61-57. Christian Keeling keeping the Tar Heels right into the game. Now they need to get a big stop right now. Both of these teams in the double bonus. So no fouls to give at this point. If they do commit the foul, that means 2 shots will go at the free throw line. Florida State sitting at tied for second in the ACC. Tied with Duke right now at number 2 at 8-2. Louisville at top at 10-1. North Carolina at the very bottom, just in front of Miami and Wake Forest, who are 3-8. UNC at 3-7. If they do win this game tonight, they'll tie with Georgia Tech at 4-7. But they have to come back because right now they're down by 4. 51 seconds left. Yep, THG. That's what I want to see now for baseball, clean competitive baseball, and like what Alex Cora did. And unfortunately, I'm from Massachusetts, and it's a shame what Alex Cora and the Red Sox did. As we're back to action, Florida State will inbound. They pass it over. Oh, they turn it over. Left corner perimeter. UNC will set it up. Keeling has it, makes his move, turns the corner, passes back out on top here to Cole Anthony. 43 seconds remaining off the steal. Cole Anthony, spin move, inside floater, hits the front rim, no good. Ball tipped around, rebound by the Seminoles. Florida State gets it. Double team backcourt trap set up, and UNC commits the foul with 34 seconds. That would have been huge there. If UNC, they stole the basketball, why not jack up a 3-point shot at the left corner? Keeling steals it. He's open for 3. Instead, he circles around the perimeter to set up his guys. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Take the 3, and if you commit the foul still, if Florida State gets the rebound, there'll be like 45 seconds left to go on the clock. Now there's 35. So Florida State shooting at the free throw line. 2 shots in the double bonus. First shot's up, first shot's good. They lead by 5. 35 seconds left to go. Patrick Williams tonight, by the way, he's got 13 points for the Seminoles. Perfect 5 for 5 at the free throw line. Second shot here by Patrick Williams, the freshman from Charlotte. That one is good. 63-57. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like, hit the sub. UNC, 30 seconds, gets the basketball. Cole Anthony, dribble drive into lane. He's stripped of the basketball as it goes out of bounds. He was stripped of the ball. Last touch by the Seminoles, though. And the clock stops. 26 seconds remain. Yep, Red Sox and Astros, unfortunately, and I'm from Massachusetts. And I'm a Boston sports fan, but it's very sad what Alex Cora did. Cole Anthony dribble drive inside, and he was stripped of the ball by number 3 from behind, as that was Trent Forrest. They're taking a look at it right now with the last possession. Refs are sorting this one up. 26 seconds remaining. Hey, welcome in, Will. Thanks so much for stopping by in the broadcast. Ryan Johnson, welcome back to the channel here. .27 seconds. UNC will inbound it over the top. They jam it down with a two-handed jam. They put it back. It's a 4-point game. They'll need to foul. They're going to set the trap up. Florida State has to inbound it, and instead they call a timeout. Timeout Leonard Hamilton. 27 seconds on the clock. Yeah, so if you guys are new to the channel, spike the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play here. Basketball, college basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Florida State will inbound at 27 seconds on the clock right after this timeout in the court called by FSU. It's a nice little lob pass over the top for 15 for UNC to jam down on the replay. That was Garrison Brooks who jammed it down. 4-point game, everyone. Great one tonight that UNC is able to stay in right now. Yes, Scott Van Pelt is on tonight, I believe, on. Garrison Brooks held way below his average tonight. He was averaging around 17 this season. He's only got 5 points tonight. And the last one was an inbound jam. Florida State to inbound the basketball. 27 seconds on the clock right now. Seminoles put it in the front court. They chase after the ball at the left baseline. UNC's got a foul. They set up the double team trap. Pass over. Underneath the hoop here. UNC still not fouling. 20 seconds remaining. 19. And they do. They commit the foul with 19.2. FSU in the double bonus will shoot 2. Coming up at the free throw line with number 3, Trent Forrest. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Drop the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play here. A basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Are there any franchise players available in this year's draft for the Knicks to draft, in my opinion? This draft, in my opinion, seems really, really weak. A lot of the top players play overseas. So, I haven't taken a look at those players because they're not in the national spotlight here on TV. They don't play college. Like somebody like a LaMelo Ball or RJ Hampton. But those players are playing overseas for basketball, and they're probably both going to be top 5 picks. It's a really weak season this year for the NBA draft. Both of the shots good by Florida State at the line. UNC with the basketball. Dribble drive inside. Anthony puts up the shot, and a lot of contact. No foul. Second shot on the offensive rebounds. Can't get it. Third one as they put it up with Keeling. It gets blocked, and Florida State gets the basketball. They take it here with Devin Vassell past half court, and this game is over. 65-59. That is the ball game here tonight as the Seminoles get the W at home. UNC hanging in there. They just went big time cold in the second half. They could not get a shot for like 11 minutes straight. They could not get a basket into the hoop, and that's what really just, unfortunately for UNC tonight here, just crushed their hopes at getting the W in this one, and they'll fall to 10-12 overall and get another L with Cole Anthony back in this game. They played them close, but they just could not hit the shot when it needed tonight in this matchup here. And Florida State gets the W. Cole Anthony had 16 points tonight. 15 of those points were in the first half. What a great game tonight by FSU's defense. Second half to Cole Anthony, only limiting him to 1 point. That happened at the free throw line. Cole Anthony just, man, yikes. 5 for 23 from the floor. And this is the player that everybody's talking about. A top 5 draft pick, possibly, for Cole Anthony. Tonight he goes 5 for 23 from the floor. So that is it for the game, everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. Trent Forrest and Patrick Williams led the way for 14 points tonight, by the way. for the Florida State Seminoles. Before I sign off, feel free, make sure to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Hey, welcome to the channel, Baseball for Life. Thank you so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. He puts out, you should be a sports pro announcer for all the sports you like. I appreciate it, Baseball for Life. Thank you so much for joining me. I call play-by-play here, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA on the channel. So if you enjoy what I do, feel free to stop by whenever. I'll be back tomorrow night. 2 games I plan to do, Duke versus Boston College, then Kentucky versus Mississippi State should be a good one right after that. But yeah, thank you all the new people here for joining me tonight here on the channel. And THG, thanks so much for stopping by. Hey, welcome in. I don't know anymore. No problem, man, that you're late. No problem, man. Anytime that you like to stop by, feel free here for stopping by. Thanks so much for coming by right now as we just ended this game here, everybody. Gonna sign off here on the channel right now. Florida State gets the victory tonight. 65-59 over to UNC Tar Heels. And thank you all for watching. Gonna sign off tonight here on the videos. This is it for tonight on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night, everybody.